Welcome, welcome. We are here with episode, which one is it?
26.
You got it right.
The big 26.
Yay! We made it.
Yes.
Hope everybody had a great New Year's. We missed you last week, but I'm glad to be back and welcoming my favorite psychic medium, Chris George.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back.
His lovely assistant, Diggity Dawn.
The lovely Dawn.
It's Dawn O'Malley. We're so happy to have you joining us tonight as well.
Yes. She's wearing our shirt.
Yes, look at this.
Look at
this
that.
is support.
She's supporting.
Come on.
I love it.
She should be
I love
sitting
it.
here.
I'm telling you know what? She said that to me before we came on. She
Really?
said, my fans are going to expect me to be the center of attention tonight.
Right.
She did
You
say
must
that.
be psychic too.
I had my it's rubbing off on me the last time.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I wish.
So I just want to do before we get to our wonderful guests, I'm going to do a few birthday shout outs.
Mhm.
We've got, now this one's a special one.
Yeah?
Yes. Talia Love, which is Dina, my love's daughter.
Oh,
Happy
Talia.
21st birthday,
yes, happy
sweetheart. She
birthday.
just had a
Wow.
baby. It's her
She's
21st
had the baby.
birthday.
Yes.
So happy for them. I mean,
Beautiful.
they're such a great family. Ray Quinoez, Johnny Salami, John
Oh.
Miller. Yeah. Oh, Salami. Matt Langone, Jim Panico. You want to do the rest?
Kim Gerlach, Sonny Hunter, Lisa Witten Parker, Joseph Quinones, Daryl Higgins, Alan Parker. And
Is it at the bottom?
a little note there, which I agree with.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny. You could have just read that. I wrote with like a little star on the top of it. It says, we can officially say that the weather sucks. This week.
Terrible.
Yeah, it has been terrible.
Everybody's getting sick. It's so horrible.
Which is going to lead right into my questions
Yeah.
for you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Does the weather have any effect on your readings?
Great question.
No.
It doesn't
None
make it
whatsoever.
cloudy, like if it's
Oh, wow.
cloudy out or
No,
snowstorm.
There are some psychics out there, and when I say psychics, I'll do this because a lot of them aren't real psychics. They'll say they can't give readings on a full moon because the energy affects this, and if there's a thunderstorm out, it affects that. That's a bunch of baloney. It's not true. It's never affected me.
Really?
I would have thought
The
so.
only way it's ever affected me is if I'm doing like a FaceTime reading and it's affecting the internet.
Right.
That's it.
right.
Psychic ability should not be affected by the weather
Yeah, right.
ever.
I've
if anybody
literally been told
Okay, well,
by
they
a
were full of baloney.
psychic.
Yeah.
That it does?
Not true.
Wow.
Wow.
Not
There you have
Good
it.
to know.
There's a lot of things psychics say that I just don't agree with. Like when a psychic tells you, oh, they're in a better place. I literally want to strangle them because to me, a better place is here, alive and well with their loved
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, right.
What I'll tell them is, they're okay. They're calm, they're comfortable, but a better place, no.
right.
That's a cop out when psychics don't know what to say. They say, oh, they're in a better place.
Yeah.
You can look at it like that if you want, but to me, a better place is here, alive, well with your loved ones.
And not
Oh,
everyone's
I
in a better
agree.
place. After they
No,
pass,
no, that's-
right. I
that's
mean,
a
a very
I
right.
gave a reading tonight, and I never say who I gave readings to, but I gave a reading tonight to a woman, and she showed me a picture of a friend. I knew she had passed, and I knew that she had passed under like not such great circumstances, and she was stuck. She felt like she didn't deserve to go into the light, and people call it purgatory. I call it the in between, and I told her, I said, there's certain things you could do to help her get to where she needs to be because she doesn't feel worthy. So
Wow.
people
Huh.
don't always go directly into the
That's
light.
sad.
It is sad. It is sad. But people like me can actually help people get into the light. So
Well,
but they have to want it.
where are they?
They're here.
Instead.
See, here's the thing. I think I spoke about this on the last show about
Yes.
heaven and hell, where people where they're right here and they're just experiencing it in their own way.
Right.
That's everybody's personal heaven, everybody's personal hell. On my snippet today, I talked about what my hell would have been like because it was shown to me.
Right.
Everybody's hell is different.
Oh.
Everybody's heaven is different.
Wow.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Everyone thinks the cliche: fire, flames,
Not that at all.
pitchfork.
Not
You
that at
know.
all.
Right.
Do
At
you
all.
ever get people, skeptics most likely would say this, that like you're doing like the devil's work?
All the time.
Really?
And they come from very religious people from all
Right.
backgrounds. I mean, Italian, like Catholics, Protestants, Jewish. A lot of people have said it to me. But
wow.
listen, here's the thing. the same people that are saying that, what I do is of the devil, their relatives are coming to me for readings. So,
Right.
people can believe what they want. In the Bible, it says if you go to a psychic, you're not. It's like against God and everything like that.
Right.
Listen, people can believe what they want to believe. I know I help people every single day of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
You're providing a valuable service.
Exactly.
I'm helping
100%.
people every single
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Changes people's lives when they have an experience.
Many people. Listen, I do
Right.
between 15 and 30 readings a week. Okay.
Wow.
I only do
That's a
half-hour
lot.
readings. I do so many of them. There are some psychics that have like a year waiting list. That's
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're doing 2 or 3 readings a week.
Right.
I'm doing between
Right.
15 and 30 a week.
And that's
Wow.
got to be draining on your energy now.
Not so bad.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, when I do this is a little bit more draining. But one-on-one readings is just, honestly, it's just like I'm talking to you guys right now.
Wow.
It really doesn't take much out of me at
Wow.
all.
Interesting.
Like if I was to do a seance where I channel spirit, that takes a lot out of me,
Yeah.
but not right off the bat. Like you said that you saw the video of me at the Shanley Hotel.
Yes.
I was going to touch
Okay,
on that
so
next.
I was
yeah.
channeling there. When I come out of that channeling field, I'm fine.
Right.
When I'm done for the night, maybe 45 minutes after I'm done with everything, then it hits me and I just kind of get like, oh my God, I'm drained.
Mm.
That's why I drink a lot of water, keep myself,
Wow.
I used to get
hydrated.
like that when I did energy healing and like Reiki, massage therapy. Like
Reiki's great.
there's a limit of how many massages you can do
Mhm.
in one shift. Like it literally is so draining where I would come home and I would just collapse on the bed. And I didn't even remember my head hitting the pillow.
That's
I
absolutely
just
true.
passed out. Because you really, it's like
sucks your energy.
it's like being an empath. Like I was literally taking people's bad energy and I had to ground myself before
Mhm.
every treatment that
Wow.
I did.
Yes,
Which I'm sure you do
I don't
too.
do a lot of healing work anymore because I'm just so busy with the readings. But when
Right.
I was doing a lot of healings, I would never do more than 2 in a day.
Wow.
More than 2 is too much because the energy that comes out of you is just, it's crazy.
And there I was doing 6
Yeah, it's crazy.
in 7 hours.
That's a
We were
lot.
lucky if we got 40-minute break,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Wow, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so the weather has no effect on your readings.
Never.
I'm not sure if I asked you this last time, but it came to my head today. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night? And I know you said that you can control like when they come in and when they don't come in.
Yeah.
But have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and someone's sitting on the edge of your bed, like waiting for you to wake up?
Many times.
Oh, really?
Many times.
Oh my
I'm going to
God,
be
that's
honest.
scary.
In the beginning, it happened a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 years ago, up until about, I would say, 5 years ago, it happened often. Now, not so much. I mean,
What was the change?
I don't know. I feel like, I give spirit so much respect that they
Give
respect
it back.
me back. They have for many years, but I would say the last 5 years, especially like that type of scenario, I'm going to say in the last 5 years, maybe happened, I don't know, maybe 80 times, which isn't a lot in 5 years.
Wow.
So
Dawn, has it ever happened to you?
No.
You're happy about
wait a
that,
second.
right?
You have been in bed where you smelled the smoke, and I
no,
said
no.
your grandmother was here, and then we smelled the
Wait,
cigarette
no,
smoke.
But I haven't physically seen something
Okay.
with my eyes. But I have. That is very unusual. I'll smell cigarette smoke throughout
Right.
my house.
Oh,
and
wow.
Absolutely nobody smokes except
Wow.
my grandmother.
Wow.
So at times, and I'll ask, and there are times that he'll just say that your grandmother's here. He never saw a picture of her, and he described her one day, and then I said, wait a minute, and then I went and grabbed a picture to show him and asked if this is who he saw.
Wow.
Yeah, little lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I
I
mean,
think
it's
I
like
take it she smoked a lot.
Thing. She did. She
Right. You hear that a lot with
smoked for 50 years.
perfume. I hear that people smell my mother's perfume or
Yes.
whoever.
It's funny
Yeah.
you bring up the perfume because
Yeah.
I tell women every day actually because it seems like a lot of the old timers wore very floral perfumes.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and like when I'm reading somebody and I show a pic and they show me a picture of their loved one, I'm like, okay, I smell flowers all around me. That means that either they were into flowers or planting or they wore a floral scented
Mhm.
perfume or a body splash. And they always say yes. And,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the smells are one of the things that people who aren't psychic, people who are just kind of in tune, that they'll pick up on
Yeah.
a lot.
Right.
And another thing, what people pick up on is change of energy. If people are empathic, like you said, you're an empath.
Right.
You could feel that change of energy.
Right.
So people that are empathic, say you walk into a house where there was a triple homicide, your hairs are going to stand up.
Yeah.
If you're a true empath, your hairs are going to stand up on your arm. You're going
Right.
to know it.
Right.
You might not know what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
True, right?
But you
because
know
you're not
something
psychic,
happened.
But you know something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I felt it. Definitely have.
You're
been
on your way,
there.
Michelle, I think.
Well, when I start my psychic
I don't wanna
development
go
classes,
that
are you going to come?
The what?
When I start my psychic development class out here, you going to come?
I would love to.
Psychic development class.
I've been teaching psychic development for 15
I would
years.
love
Wow.
to.
But now that I'm new in Long Island, I have to start up again because all my Staten Island and Jersey and Brooklyn people, they're not going to come all the way to Long Island. So I'm going to be starting my
I'm
psychic
in.
development class.
I'm in.
Right?
Oh my
Probably
God.
in March, as soon as it gets nice out, because we'll be doing it in the yard. We got a huge yard, and we'll be doing them.
Awesome.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to.
yeah. My class is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I'd like just 1% of what you're
Well,
capable of.
What you learn in class is you learn how to feel energy. You learn how to manipulate it. You learn. I teach all about auras.
Right.
Auras are a very big part of what I teach because
Sure.
if you know how to read somebody's aura, they can never lie to you. People try to lie to me all the time. I laugh
Yeah.
at them. You know, or like if somebody asks me a question psychically, and I know that they're full of baloney, and sometimes I don't, but my spirits will know.
Right.
And they'll mess with them right back. But when you can read somebody's energy, it's very hard for them to get over on you.
Okay.
You could tell if somebody's a good person or a bad person.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
I'm going
I
to teach
agree.
you. I'm going to teach you how to do it.
I can do that.
I'm really
I
good
can
at it.
tell
That
if a
serves a lot of
person's
purposes,
good or
that
not.
class.
Most
It
of the
really
time.
does.
Absolutely. I can see that already.
I've been fooled a couple of times, but I've learned how to tell now, like whether they're good or not. Unfortunately, but that's another story for another show. So why don't you explain to our viewers what you've got going
Okay.
on here and what we're going to do tonight?
So I do a thing called psychic poker. It has nothing to do with poker. Many years ago, my mentor used to do a thing called psychic poker where she used 3 decks of playing cards. And she would just read people through off those decks of cards. She was amazing. And I told her, I said, I want to do this. And she says, well, you can't unless you make it bigger and better. She goes, I will not give you permission to do this unless you make it bigger and better. I said, well, okay, so how do I do that? She goes, well, you're the psychic. You figure it out. She's very sarcastic. I loved her. And I said, okay. So I said, what if I use like different oracle decks? She goes, well, you got to use more than 3 because I use 3. Like I said, you got to make it bigger and better.
Mhm.
So I use 8. Sometimes I use 7. Sometimes I use as many as 10.
Right.
And what I do is people ask me psychic type questions like what, should I move here or whatever they ask. And I flip the cards. And when I flip the cards, they start talking to me.
Right.
All right. And I'm going to tell you what the cards say. A lot of times, if you ask me a question, the cards might tell me something that you didn't ask. And what I'll do is I'll tell you what the cards are telling me. And then you save that question for later. You can ask me again.
Okay.
And now once those cards are pulled for the first person, and then the second person asks their question, those cards now become theirs. And it might tell me something completely different for them. And then I pull more cards to add to it. So it's constantly evolving.
Wow.
And it's fast.
I've never seen that.
A lot of times, like when I do them at events, I might have like say 15 people at the table. And okay, next. And if they take too long, I'm like, okay, you took too long, next. And it's got to be
Right.
fast. It comes to me fast, so it's got to be fast. So,
Right.
and it's a lot of fun. And I could read a lot of people that way.
Oh yeah.
But I have to let everyone know, it's not like a regular reading that you would get with me. When you get a personal reading with me, it's a half hour. You send me pictures of people that are living or have passed. And I tell you what I pick up on you. And believe me, I do not hold back. So if you're looking for the psychics, that's going to tell you everything you want to hear. Don't come to me. I'm going to tell you the truth. And then I look at your pictures and I'll tell you what I pick up on your pictures. And then you can ask me questions. And I tell people all the time, I will give you more in 30 minutes than any psychic you could bring to the table will give you in 1 hour. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And my specialty isn't the psychic part of things. That's just easy for me. It's the mediumship. The mediumship is what, in my opinion, separates me from a lot of other psychics because I almost always connect. If I had to say a percentage on when people show me a picture of somebody that's passed that I've connected, I'm going to say it's got to be in the high 90s.
Wow.
I almost always connect with the dead. That is my specialty. So if somebody's passed and you want to connect with them, come get a reading from me. You'll see what you're seeing here. This is more fun and you will get answers, but a private personal reading is a whole different level.
How long is your waiting list?
Like I said, I only have like a 2-week waiting list because I
okay.
read up to 30 people a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and I keep it
I
flowing.
have to set that
Yeah.
up.
We
Oh,
could
I'll
all,
get
yeah,
you
we
right
could all
in, don't
use
worry
one.
about
Yeah, we could all use that. Yeah.
I definitely want a reading.
I'm looking at these cards.
Yeah.
People can see them. They have all different pictures. Are these traditional tarot cards?
No, these are oracle cards. Some
That's-
of them are tarot. But they all are oracle cards.
What's the difference?
Oracle cards are message cards. Like the tarot cards are like Seven of Cups and the hierarchy. They're tarot readers. I don't really read traditional tarot. I read oracle cards. Now, if you look at it, like they have messages on them.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
all of
that's
them.
different.
Like
Yeah.
these are all the gemstones. Okay, so I know
Wow.
like if I pull this card for somebody, all right, it's gonna have to do with money. All right, actually, I'm gonna put this at the top because I know somebody needs it. So like all the cards. Now, if I pull a card for you, it might mean one thing, and then say Dawn pulls that same card, it might mean something completely different for her.
Okay.
See, a lot of tarot readers, they just tell you what the cards mean. That's not psychic. There's nothing
No.
psychic about that. You read the book, Ten of Cups means this.
Right.
The Hermit means
It means
this.
it for everybody.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
So
It's,
anybody who reads tarot like that, you're not getting a proper reading at all.
that's the only thing I've seen. This is the first time, so I can't
Yeah,
wait. I can't wait
these
for
are-
this.
And
This is-
like I could pull a card and it could say death, but it might not mean death for the person. It can mean the something is ending and something new is beginning. There's so many different things it could be. So for
how do you
every
determine
card,
what it means for one person, what it means for the next
it
person?
just comes to me quick.
Oh, okay.
It comes to me very
Okay,
quick.
gotcha.
I'm
Wow.
like
Yeah, I
Like there
can't
have been
wait.
Trying
times
to
like I would
absorb
pull
all
cards for
this.
somebody, and then somebody would ask me the next question, and I don't even pull the cards. I just read the same card that was just dealt for the person before them, and it's a whole different message.
Gotcha. Wow.
This
Awesome.
is like a fun way to get a reading. You'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, it sounds like-
It's a lot of fun.
Right. Let me just check the time. All right, we're good on time. I just want to talk a little bit about your trip to the Shanley Hotel. Chris and Dawn, they go twice a year now.
Twice a year.
October and August.
No, July and December.
July and December. I'm way off. Well, I'm definitely not psychic.
Twice a year.
But twice a year they go.
Yep.
And Chris channels people. And what I watched was amazing. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened. I only channeled, I think, 2 times the whole night. Usually I channel more,
Right.
but there was so many other things going on there that
yeah.
I just didn't. But when I channeled, when you saw, what did you see?
You were sitting in a chair in a living room, and there was a bunch of people in there. I
Right.
guess your friends and
Mhm.
people that came in. And you were being asked questions by a gentleman who was wearing glasses.
Yeah,
and
that's my friend Tom.
yeah, Tom, right. And then a couple of people were, asking questions. Now, when you go to channel somebody, did they have to ask your permission or you invite
I
them in?
I invite them right in. If it's something bad and I feel that it's something negative, depending on the situation, I probably wouldn't let it in.
Right.
But there are times like when I'll be in a house where, say, I'm doing a spirit removal.
right.
Then if it's a bad spirit, I'm obviously gonna give it. I'm giving it permission to come in.
right.
But normally, in a situation like that where people are coming in from all over the country
yeah.
to experience something like that, I probably wouldn't let something so bad in because I don't want
Right.
to scare the hell out of people. I want them to
Right.
come back. I want them to enjoy it.
Right, right, right.
But then there are the people that are like the extremists and they just go crazy for that, for the intense stuff. What
It's
you
very
saw, I mean, I guess it was intense. It was intense for them. They were all freaked out by it.
Yeah, I
but
was a little freaked out.
Yeah,
I'm not
totally.
gonna lie.
was,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Wasn't prepared,
that was
actually.
minor. That was minor.
That's minor.
Well,
Really?
she's seen it much worse than that at that same
I didn't
place.
see that one, but I've seen. Yeah.
Oh, you weren't in the room for that.
No,
You
I
were
wasn't in
upstairs,
that.
yeah.
I was in the basement.
Yeah, she's seen it get where it's gotten, pretty wild.
Wow.
Is
See,
it-
I'd like to see that, but not in person because I'd
yeah,
be too
right. I was gonna say, is it other
Well, I
film?
wouldn't do that unless I had people that I trust around me.
right.
See, like Tom, I trust him more than anybody in the
Right.
world when it comes to this.
right.
My brother-in-law, like if they're there, I'm not worried to channel anything. Nothing.
Wow.
I'll channel any spirit if they're around.
And they know what to do if God
They
forbid
know my
something
mannerisms.
goes
They know my
wrong
little
and-
ticks. Like if I feel like something is going wrong, I might do this with my pinky, and they know it, and then they'll
Oh,
get me out of
okay.
it. So they know my little ticks.
Wow.
They've
So
been with me for a long
So if
time.
Now,
something
do
goes
you-
wrong, there's a way for them to.
Oh yeah.
They can tell.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So now when you channel, like when I was watching the video, you kind of had like the same body movements every time, like you switched to somebody else.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's always like that? Or
Well, for me, when I channel, from what I notice, my hands start to
right.
twitch or my arm or something like that.
Right.
it's kind of always the same for me. I there's like a little bit of a spasm that goes on with me.
Right.
You know, it's weird. I don't. The truth is, I don't watch myself channel. There's videos of me on YouTube, you know, doing like spirit removal.
Right.
I won't watch it. I don't like how I look. I don't like the things I do, but I'm saving people.
Right.
You know, so that's awesome.
Right.
But
Yeah.
to see myself, like I've posted pictures on Facebook of me during spirit removals where my arms are twisted. I don't know if you've seen the pictures.
No.
Where my face turned into something else, and I have the pictures. I post them on Facebook
Oh my
every
God,
now
I
and
have
then,
to
and people
check
go
that
crazy
out.
for it.
Oh my gosh.
But
I gotta
you know,
check
to see
that
a
out.
picture is one thing, but to actually see the video and hear my voice change and see
Yeah.
my eyes. I have blue eyes.
Right.
Okay, my eyes in a lot of the videos they look like dark brown or black. You know, and it freaks people out. It freaks. I don't want to see it.
Wow.
You know, I know the end result is me helping people,
Yeah.
but for me to actually watch it, it's just not.
Wow.
I don't.
You
I
have
just
no
don't.
recollection of that period of time?
No.
Really?
Sometimes I'll remember a little thing, like
Mhm.
I'll, you know, I might remember that somebody touched my face to, you know, I don't know. I just maybe
Wow.
a little
Yeah,
snippet, but that's it.
Is it like coming out of a
It's
sleep?
like coming out.
Like
I'm
you were
like, okay,
asleep?
what happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I like when I do seances or when I don't really do them that much anymore only at events. But I made my start was doing seances and I videotaped everything because I remembered nothing. I had to go by what people were telling me what happened.
Yeah.
So I would watch the videos and that was pretty awesome to see me be like I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm a
Right.
cigar smoker, but I can't smoke cigarettes. I can't inhale like cough like I'm a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
But during a seance, I not only smoked like I was a seasoned vet, but I blew
Right.
smoke rings. I don't know how to blow a smoke ring,
Yeah.
but while I was channeling, I did it. You know,
Now, the people
Wow.
you were channeling up at the Shanley Hotel, is it the same people every time you go up? So
There-
they're like
there's-
regular
well, yeah.
spirits?
See, there's a lot of spirit there. There's many hundreds. They
Right.
come and they go and they stay, and then it's just an amazing place. But for me, there's this one spirit. His name is Mark, right? He's
Frank.
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 But there's a Mark also.
Even I
But
remember Frank.
It seems like it's like he waits for me. And every time I go there, it's like he wants to jump in immediately. There are many spirits there that I've channeled. But Frank, I think I've been there 15 times and I've channeled him 15 times.
Now, Frank was the gentleman
He
that
killed actually a couple people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that.
Killed him. Wow.
Wow. All right. So should we get started? Do you guys want to do some readings?
Yes.
Bob, you want to put the studio number up for me? Please, so people can call in. It's coming, people. There it is.
There you go,
There's
guys.
the studio hotline if you'd like to call in and get a reading from psychic medium Chris George, but we will not be doing mediumship tonight.
Yeah, no mediumship. It's hard to do mediumship like this anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. That would be, to me, it's personal. Like I said, I would rather that be alone.
Okay, so just so you know, this has to do with this show right here. Okay, because this is telling me that this is not just a work in progress, but the things are going to start happening very quickly. I think that this is a big year. There's a contract coming for you guys. Okay, I don't know in what aspect, but this is showing that money is coming in. So
Nice.
I don't know
Wow.
if you do with how you guys do with sponsors, but I see more sponsors coming in. I see revenue coming in, and this is just the beginning. I do like that. This is telling me that there's going to be multi-levels to your to what's going on here, and that people are going to be watching you from all over the place. And this is like a new start for the two of you. Now, I don't know if you guys were talking about having somebody as a permanent person on your show. But don't be surprised if that happens. Okay. And I actually think it's going to be a woman.
I know
So-
exactly who it is.
Okay. So I actually think it's going to be
I
a
can't
woman.
believe you don't.
I don't. No. He
Who's
knows.
next?
I don't.
No, I have no idea who it is.
Oh,
I
okay.
just,
all right.
I'm seeing a woman though.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Hey, ask me a question.
I'm available.
You're available?
Guys, you can call in, phone number
Yeah.
is 516-945-9099 if you would like to call in.
You don't get this chance often. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Call in and get a reading. Let's check out the comments, Frank.
Could you share it on your page?
It's on my page.
Can you
You're
see
watching
them?
from my page, I think.
It's busy. The line is busy. Yeah, you got to keep trying, Allie.
I don't know
Scared.
what your husband does for a living, but this is also showing contracts for him. This shows money coming in. This shows him being extremely aggressive. I don't know what he does, but this shows very aggressive on his part.
He works
Does that make some
hard.
sense for you?
He works hard. Yeah.
Are you married?
No.
Are you dating somebody?
Yeah.
Is it more serious than that? I don't know if you want to say that on here.
I'd rather not.
Okay, because this saying that the door is opening, you're gonna. Oh, this is wonderful. This is showing love coming your way, which I do like. Okay, and this is showing it's a lot, not just love, but affection, happiness, some joy. This is saying that don't be surprised if it's more than what you think. Okay, I hope I'm not putting you on the spot with this, but this is saying more than what you think. Okay, and I do like that. This tells me things could be really good. This is also telling me to you got to look deep for whatever reason.
I got what?
Look deep.
Where are my
look deep.
callers? 516-945-9099. Keep trying to call in.
If you could look, maybe I don't know how people are seeing it on my page, but if you could just go to my
People
page
see
and maybe
Well,
see.
I'm on your page.
I don't know why everybody's saying it's busy. They can't get through. Keep trying.
Calling line is
Keep
busy.
trying. Ask questions in this chat room if you want.
All right. Why don't you guys, yeah, the call-in line is busy. It's because, hello, caller. Hello. Welcome to Disturbed and Confused. Who's on the line?
I'm on the line. Hi.
Hello?
Who's calling?
We have two.
Hi, this is
Virginia.
Maureen from Connecticut. Hi, everyone.
We got two people.
Oh, we have two people on the line. Bobby, what's going on?
Let's take Connecticut first.
Hi,
Let's
this
do
is
Connecticut.
Maureen from Connecticut. Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you? You have questions for Chris George?
Yeah. They have to make sure they turn off their radio or the phone, whatever,
Turn off your computer.
and just talk on the phone as normal.
Yeah, turn your volume down,
Turn
guys.
your volume off,
When you
guys, or
call
you
in.
won't be, you're going to have a major delay. Turn the volume down, shut the show off, and just
Okay,
talk. on
my
the phone.
volume is down.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. You have a question for Chris George?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Go for it.
What's the future like in my job?
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm this. Okay, I actually feel like somebody is giving you the horns behind your back. Okay, so that's just telling me you need to just keep your eyes open. I don't see a change. I see you being there. This is showing me that you're going to be there for a bit. So I'm not worried about you losing your job, but I am worried about somebody that works with you that maybe has a big mouth, maybe talks out of the wrong side of their mouth. Because I'm not getting a good feeling about somebody that you're working with. As far as longevity, I see you working. I just think somebody at your job doesn't have your best interest.
Okay.
I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I can only tell you what the cards are telling me.
Does that make sense to you?
No, it makes sense. I just got to figure out who's doesn't have my best interest. I think
Yeah,
it's my
but I just want to say one more thing because one of the best cards I could pull on somebody is the Wolf and the Instinct card. That tells me that you are very intuitive. It tells me that you do have an idea if you really think about it. And what I'm going to tell you is listen to your gut. I don't care what other people say to you. I don't, like if you say, oh, I think it's this person, and then one of your friends says, no, it can't be. I want you to listen to your gut because what I'm getting is that you're extremely intuitive and that your first instinct is going to be the right one.
There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
All right.
Okay, what's the next question?
Okay, caller, we're going to take another caller now.
All right, next
Okay.
call.
Thanks for calling in. Hope that helps.
Hi.
Who's calling? Welcome to Disturbed and Confused.
Hi,
It's
this is
Allie.
Maureen from Connecticut. Hello, everyone.
Hi, how
Hello?
are you?
Oh, no, there's
We got two.
Allison. We got two again.
Hi.
Allie.
What?
Hi, how are
What?
you? You have a question for Chris George?
Maybe the one that was before too.
Hi, I have a question for Chris.
My
It's
dog.
about my niece.
Wait, hold on. We have two callers at the same
let me
time.
get the question about the niece.
All right, Allie, hang on.
Hi. Hi. This is Doreen. I'm calling about a question for my niece.
Okay.
Go ahead,
She
Doreen.
passed away 8 months ago from cancer, and I was
Wait, I
wondering
didn't
if
say that
there
again.
was any message
Niece
from
just
her.
Doreen,
passed
hold on.
away.
Say it again.
Repeat that, Doreen.
My niece Jenna passed away about 8 months ago from cancer, and I was wondering how she is. Is there any message?
Okay, well, right off the bat, I just pulled one of my favorite cards. It's the spirit card. It's the card that angels are around you. And one thing I'm getting, and I don't normally get into mediumship, but this is a little bit of mediumship. She's saying her body doesn't hurt her anymore, and she's saying it 3 times. 3 is relevant to me, not to you. 3 tells me that she means what she's saying. So she's saying her body doesn't hurt anymore. Again, you heard me say earlier, I'll never say she's in a better place. I don't believe that. What I do believe is that she's okay and that she feels in that her body does not hurt her anymore. One thing that she is showing me is black and orange butterflies, specifically black and orange. Okay, so when spring comes and you see the butterflies, they're going to have the black on the outside and the orange on the inside. I think they're called monarchs. Black and orange specifically. I want you to look for that. The other thing she's showing me, and I do like this, is the sparks. The sparks tell me that that she's already in the light. Okay, that she's on the angelic realm. That if you see little sparks around you, that's going to be also a sign that she's around. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay. Makes sense?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for calling in.
Thanks, Doreen.
Thanks, Doreen.
Thanks, Frank. Take care, everyone.
Sorry
Okay.
for your loss. Thank you. Next caller. Next caller. Welcome to Disturbed and Confused. Who's on the line? Hello.
Hi, it's me again.
Oh, we got Allie back from Cali. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for calling in. We're doing great. Would you like to have a quick reading with Chris George?
I would love that.
What's your question?
When my mother passed, was she in pain?
Okay, well, that's more of a mediumship question, but I do want to answer it. Okay. I think there was a little bit of pain. And the one thing I'm going to say is that she wasn't ready to go when she did. Okay. Her transition, was it easy? I think it was unexpected. When she passed, did she expect to go when she did?
No.
Okay, because that makes sense. Because what I'm seeing here is that it was completely unexpected. She was not ready to go, and I'm going to say something that I really don't like saying to people, but I'm going to say it. In the movie, do you remember the movie A Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Okay, the whole premise of the movie was he was dead, and he didn't know it till the end of the movie. I feel like it took her a minute to get acclimated to the other side. Is she acclimated now? Yes. But did it take her a minute? Yes. And the thing that really, really sucks is that she did not expect to go when she did. She was not ready.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll say there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow, Allie.
Thank you.
All right, honey. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, Philip has a question. Pat has a question.
Okay, one more question.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, one quick question. My father died when I was 3. I just wonder, how does he feel about me today? Can't hear anything.
All I'm going to say about that is, did you have a little bit of a hard time growing up? Because he's saying that you made a change. Yes, no?
I made one heck of a change, yes.
Okay, because this is showing that you made a big change and that he's happy about that. So if you want to know if he's proud of you or something like that, I would say yes, because he's saying you made a change for the better.
1000%.
Good. One other thing I want to say to you, because it's coming to me right now. I feel like there used to be a lot of chaos in your head, like life was going like 100 miles an hour, and that you needed to pump the brakes. What I'm hearing is when your thoughts control you, it's not a good thing. When you control your thoughts, you're a whole different person. Okay, so just try and stay in that realm where you're doing most of the control. I think you do. So this is telling me that you've surrendered to something in the past to make things better for you now.
Makes
Wow.
sense?
You're an amazing man.
Thank you.
1,000% on the money.
Great.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Wow.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Wow. It's amazing just to watch you do what you do.
Yeah.
I got to say.
Doing it like this is one thing, but when it's in person, it's a whole different.
No, I know.
And it's very hard for me to explain because I get like in a mode where I'm just like, I'm not in a trance, but I
Right.
might as well be because I don't hear what other people are saying. I focus on that one person. I don't even look up sometimes. I just go like this and I go like this,
Right.
and it just comes very, very
I
quickly.
think we have another caller. Do we
Bring
have
it on.
another caller on the line? Welcome to Disturbed and Confused. Who am I speaking with?
Hello.
Hi, this is Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm doing well.
You have a question for Chris George?
I do.
Go for it.
He passed away a long time ago. Do they come through in readings?
Well, when I do a private reading, yes, but that's mediumship. That's actually my specialty is connecting to people that have passed. But I don't do that in this type of atmosphere. I only do that in private readings. But if you have a question about that, I could probably answer it.
Sure. I'm sorry. I just want to know if my mom's with me.
Okay, so right off the bat, I mean that's one mediumship, but that's okay. How long ago did she pass?
I was 10 months old.
Okay, see,
Wow.
this is kind of hard for me to say because I feel like she gives you signs all the time, but you just don't realize it. I want you to try something. Are you good with like videotaping with your phone?
Yes.
I want you to go into your bedroom. I want you to shut off all the lights. All right. I want you to be in the pitch black. And I want you to put your video recorder on, like you're videotaping your room. Not a selfie video, videotaping like your bed and your furniture in your bedroom. When you put your video on, the light on your camera has to come on. All right. And I want you to hold it and slowly move. And I want you to say, Mom, if you're here, give me a sign that you're here. Okay. There are things called orbs. Some people laugh at them. Some of it is just baloney. But I'm telling you, if you do what I'm telling you to do, say, Mom, give me a sign that you're here. I'm telling you, you're going to see a ball of energy that's going to come across your screen. All right. Then what you could do to confirm it is maybe have somebody in the room with you and ask them to put their hand up and say, Mom, if you're here, give so-and-so a high five and see if that ball of energy goes through her hand. All right. When that does happen, you're going to be like, oh my God, she's really here. And that's going to be a video that you can have for the rest of your life. When my dad died many years ago, my daughter Nicole was like devastated, and she was like, Dad, I just want to feel Grandpa one more time. And I did that with her, and I have that video. And anytime she gets sad, and it was great because when I did it, she was like, I don't feel nothing. I'm like, he's here. About 20 seconds later, this big ball of energy went right through her hand. And she has that video, and that's always been her connection with my dad because she knows that he was there and that he's always there for her. So try it. I have a feeling it's going to work for you.
Amazing.
Okay.
I
Thank
don't know
you
if you
very
guys
much.
keep seeing me turning around. I keep hearing something
Well,
over here. There's like
there's
something.
plenty of spirit here.
There's something going on
But
over
I'm going to
here.
tell you, nothing bad. The energy in this house
Okay.
is very, very good.
Because I'm like getting the sweats and I'm like I just hearing it over here.
I was going to ask about orbs. I'm familiar with them. I've seen. I was going to ask you about that.
Any other questions, Linda?
I just had a question. I have a lawsuit going on, and I was just wondering if there's any Do you feel
Money's
like
coming your way.
result of that being
Money's coming your way. I don't even got to pull a card.
Money's coming your way, Linda.
okay? Sounds good.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction as well. I'm going to say within the next 8 months. What does that bring us into August? I'm going to
Yeah.
cover my ass. I'm going to say by September, it's gonna come around for you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so
That
much.
sound good?
Phil.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Getting back to what you were asking me about orbs.
Thanks
now,
for calling, Linda.
Thank you.
Take care.
Now,
Take care,
a
babe.
lot of times orbs are just dust or some condensation, but there are orbs that are real. I mean, they just are. If you ask a spirit to do something specific for you and it does it, it's real. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know, like if you're in a dusty room, really dusty room, you'll see like little particles and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
nothing. That's particles. But when you see that ball of energy that moves in a certain pattern, that's orbs.
Yeah.
That's, you know, there's a really great chance that that's spirit. Not always, but
I have a
normal.
video
Okay.
from out in front of my house one night
From your cameras from your house.
from my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you another time. Not
Okay.
on my live, but yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Huh.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah. I also did I went on a trip to Salem
Mm-hmm.
during the Halloween season. This was years ago. And we did a cemetery walk, and they told us all, take your phones out and take pictures. I mean, we started the walk at midnight.
Right.
So it was pitch black
I've done
out.
it in Salem.
Oh my God, so much fun. I loved it. And I must have 200 pictures on my phone of orbs just all over the place.
Yeah.
It was the coolest.
I know
Wow.
the cemetery you went to. I did an event out in Salem one time, and I actually did a seance in the cemetery.
Oh,
It was sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
It went on for 2 hours.
wow.
I was in trance for 2 hours. I channeled, I think, 17 spirit that night. It was crazy.
Holy cow.
Wow.
It was really
Wow.
awesome.
Not realizing how many you would channel?
I had no idea. I
You
had
had
no
no
idea.
idea?
When I was
Wow.
done, I said, what happened? She goes, you were in trance for 2 hours.
2 hours.
She goes, we counted 17 spirits that came through you.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh
I slept really
God.
good that night.
I bet. My God. So what are some of our viewers saying? Frank, have you been you watching?
Joe Bazzi.
Oh, we have Maria
Yes.
from Brooklyn. Happy New Year, guys.
Joe, call in if you want to ask a question.
Yeah, Joe, call in. 516-945-9099 is the studio line. Let's see.
His dad has dementia. Needs money for AIDS.
Well,
Anyway.
I'll say this, okay? He's bringing up Bitcoin. I do believe that the cryptocurrency, people should be buying it. I haven't yet, but I will. I believe that a couple of years down the road, a lot of people are going to be very wealthy. So for those of you who are on the fence about doing it, I would tell you, I'm going to do it. I haven't yet, but I am going to do it.
What do
There
you
you go,
see
Joe.
for my friend Emma O'Hara
Pertaining to what?
pertaining to her future
To what?
Career.
Love, career?
career?
Okay. Is she working right now?
No.
Okay, because this shows something coming. I do like it because my first card that I pulled was this, which had and I knew it had nothing to do with her. Then I pulled
Yeah.
this. This tells me something is coming. This tells me this is a money card, which I do like, and I'm going to pull a second one. That's the number one money card I could pull.
Go Emma.
Okay, and just so you know, I know somebody else needs this card, so I'm putting it back in the deck. Okay, this tells me money is coming her way. This tells me work is coming. So she is not working right now.
No.
Okay, this is telling me, oh boy. Okay, this is telling me that there's good days coming, better days coming. This is telling me that she needs to release some anger from something from the past that she's been holding on to, kind of keeping her grounded in a spot that she shouldn't be. I
Okay.
think that needs to be released. Has nothing to do with her work, just so you know. But
Right.
that's just something that needs to be released. She needs to release something from the past in the past. Okay, and I'm also hearing when the past calls, let it go to voicemail. What's the next question?
Wow. For Karen Delacave, what do you see in the future with her health?
Has she been sick a little bit lately?
Yeah.
Okay, because this told me that there's going to be a turn. Pick a number, 1 through 8.
6.
No.
2. Oh, two.
You got to look at me.
I'm sorry.
There's a reason why I told you to pick number 2. You see what that? What does that say? Amethyst. You know what amethyst is?
Yeah.
And this is going back in the deck. This is very important for somebody else.
This is amethyst.
Amethyst is this is amethyst. Let me show everyone. This is amethyst, okay? This is what I would consider to be the number 1 gemstone crystal in the world when it comes to healing. When I do hands-on healing with people, I bring amethyst with me, okay? It's the crystal of Archangel Raphael, who is the great healer, okay? So anybody who is going through health issues, call on Archangel Raphael and just ask him to help you, and he will. All right, go get yourself some citrine, also a piece of quartz. Keep it together because the quartz makes this even more powerful than it actually is on its own. Okay, the quartz makes every gemstone, every crystal more powerful than it is on its own. It's an amplifier. So I wanted to make sure she gets some amethyst. With some quartz to go with it. I think she's gonna be okay. Okay, this is telling me that she needs to stop worrying and that the results are going to be okay.
You hear that? Stop worrying. I've been telling you this forever.
I'm also
Stop
being
worrying.
told that she's way too deep in her head, that she's very anxious. It's keeping her up at night. The thoughts are constantly running in her head. She feels like the weight of the world is on her. She needs to stop and take a deep breath. I'm going to tell her something I tell a lot of people, something that I do myself. I kind of feel like she needs a little bit of a mental break, like a day just for herself. You know, now I'm living with Dawn, but before that, if I would get into one of those phases where I just felt like I needed to be alone, I would get in my car, get my duffel bag, a couple cigars, my scotch that I like, take a ride. I would usually end up in the Poconos somewhere. I'd find a hotel. If it was the winter time, I had to have an indoor pool. I would spend the day by myself, shut off my phone. Well, I kept my phone on. I just didn't answer it. And just took a day for myself and rejuvenated, restarted, refocused, all the reads.
Right.
And it's amazing what one day of something like that could do for you. I really feel like she needs it.
She does need it.
Because I'm getting extreme stress, extreme anxiety.
Yep.
I think she has a very hard time sleeping at night as well.
Yep. She sure does. You hear that, Kay? You better listen.
Good advice there for anyone.
Very good advice.
I see people talking about different crystals in the chat room. Crystals,
She said she loves
they
amethyst.
could be wonderful helpers to you.
Yeah.
So, like if people are struggling with money, I always tell them get themselves some citrine. Citrine is known as the merchant stone. Okay, it's the money stone. If people have health problems, you get amethyst. If people are just have like a lot of negative energy or a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, or people that are like throwing daggers at them, like giving them the horns, they want protection. Hematite, tiger's eye, black tourmaline, in that order, in my opinion. You know, if you want to attract love, rose quartz, also moonstone. These are things that attract love to you.
Right.
You know, there are different stones for different things, and I think people should utilize them because they work. Listen, tell them what happened with you. With the citrine.
Well, first, he gave me a rune stone and told me to take $1 and fold it and put it underneath.
Well, it's a rune stone that I make rune
He
stones.
used to make them.
What is a
A
rune
rune stone, they're the ancient symbols that have certain meanings, and then when you combine them, they have more powerful meanings. And what I do is I get stones and I actually put the symbol on it with different. Like if it's a money thing, I might get like a sack of money or a dollar sign, and I do a whole ritual with it.
Right.
And then that symbol has it's very powerful, especially when it's charged the right way.
Right.
And then I gave it, and I sell them to people, whatever. I gave it to her, and she put a dollar bill under it. And since then,
and
she
then
can tell you.
so then some money started coming in from like things, or I would, have things be resolved where I thought I would have to pay. My daughter was in the hospital. I had a lot of bills mounting up, but then a lot of them went away because of this. So then I was like, okay, this is good. And then I would think that I'd have to pay a really large amount, and then it would be next to nothing. And then I was like, okay, so we were dwindling down on the bills. And then he gave me a citrine stone. And it's a large stone. I carry it. It's so big. But I didn't bring it with me tonight. I wish I did. And it really is like almost not as big as this, but probably about maybe a pound or two, which seems a lot to keep in your purse. But ever since he gave me this stone, it is like my lifeline.
What color is citrine?
Wow.
Yellow?
It's an orangish color.
Orangish color.
Can I borrow it?
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you don't-
will
I
have
not
them. I
have
give
them.
it
I
to
have them.
anyone in the world, but since I have received this, I don't know. It's like I almost feel like it's like a rainbow and into a pot of gold. Since I've
Wow.
had this,
Wow, amazing.
I've just
Yeah.
like it's amazing. When initially when he gave it to me, I was like, "What is this?" It's like a crack in the stone. Now it's like my prize.
Yeah,
possession.
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, this thing."
The,
is
the
most
other day she
amazing
thought she
thing in the
lost it.
world.
She almost had a heart attack.
Ah.
I ransacked the house.
I
was
want to
like,
answer
literally,
Karen's
like,
question.
Yeah, she's asking, my eldest son doesn't talk to me. Do you see him forgiving me?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a process, but right here, this just tells me things are going to get better. Yeah, I absolutely think he's going to talk to you again. So give it time. Don't push it. Just let it kind of happen, and it will. I do love this. Okay, it's coming to you. Absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind about it. But don't push it. Please don't push it. I don't think he's the type of person that you could push too much. I think he gets agitated quickly and stuff like that. And just take a deep breath and it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, you can post your questions as well through comments. Yes.
If you have any questions, Scott said thank you, and you were spot on. That
Awesome.
was
Very
Allison
nice.
from California.
Thank you. But like I said, seeing me do this is one thing. It's fun, especially with a group of people. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everyone has a drink. Everyone's drinking their wine or whatever. It's mostly always women, and they have a good time. But a proper reading is nothing like this.
Right.
Just so you know, nothing
Right.
like this.
You guys can always reach out to Chris George on Facebook, and
Yeah, you can get me on Facebook at Chris George, or my fan page is Psychic Medium Chris George. You can send me messages there. Either one.
right.
Karen also said he's spot on.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I know Karen, and you were spot
Oh, do you?
on.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Spot on.
Thank you.
You just told her everything I've been telling her.
Wow.
But you were
Can I tell you something?
you said things that you shouldn't know.
Well, listen,
so-
here's the thing. A lot of times people know the answer. They just need to hear from somebody else.
Right.
And then they figure they're getting it from a psychic, so it must be right.
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 Validates it. Yeah.
Sometimes people just need validation.
Right.
Right. Wow, it's incredible just to watch you do this. Come on, guys, you can call in. Call the studio.
Yeah. Hopefully, you get an opportunity like this.
Yeah, Karen says
So-
very true. Wow.
I'm actually going to pull the cards for the next reader, the next caller. So whoever
Okay.
calls in, these are for them.
Okay, next caller. Come on, let's go. 516-945-9099. Hello, Mandy Jones. Wanted to say hello to you. I know you're out there. Let's see.
Hmm.
What happens is everybody's calling at once, so nobody gets there. That's what's
Mhm.
happening. You guys can post a question in the
Yeah.
comments.
It's probably easier in the comments too. Does it matter, Chris? If it's in
No.
the comments or on
When
the
I
phone?
when I do it
As
on
far
live
as-
on Facebook, every now and
Oh,
then,
okay.
like every 10 days or so, I go live on Facebook and I do this for people.
Yeah.
Right.
And they just put all the all the questions in the chat.
Right.
Dawn reads them to me and I answer.
So it doesn't matter if a person's in front of you,
No.
on the phone, or it
No.
doesn't matter. Make a difference at
No,
all.
no, it's
Interesting.
just-
Okay.
Well, listen, the truth is I would rather them be in person.
Yeah.
But since COVID, I do everything
yeah.
via
Right.
FaceTime, instant messenger,
Right.
FaceTime, WhatsApp, whatever. And it's the same reading for me.
Right.
As
it
long
is,
as I see
okay.
the person, it's the same.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I can do it over the phone without seeing them, but it's better when I actually see the person.
Right. Before we go to break, we have a few minutes before we're going to take a quick break in a couple of minutes, guys. I'll let you know, but I just want to touch on the book that you're writing.
Mhm.
Yes.
You want to tell the viewers about your book?
Sure. The name of the book is Through My Eyes. It's about my life. It's about things that I see that nobody else sees. I've been working on it for a very long time. I'm not proud of that.
You should be proud. It's still an
No,
accomplishment.
I'm meaning that it should have been done a long time ago. But, things happen and things get put on the back burner. But now this year, I'm actually sitting down and going to hopefully finish my book this year.
Mhm.
I think it's pretty amazing. Every time I put snippets on Facebook, people tell me how much they love it. They like
Yeah.
my way of writing,
Yeah.
the way I word things. They feel like they were there with me.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how true it is. That's what
No,
people
it
tell
is
me.
Yeah.
true.
I read
was
a few
reading
today,
today.
and I was.
Yeah, but
blown away.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
I worked very hard on it, and then I stopped for a while. But now I'm going to get back into it, and
Yeah.
hopefully by the end of this year, It'll be ready.
It's better than rushing it. At least
Yeah.
you're taking your time
Yeah.
and it's gonna come. Yeah.
But it's gonna be good.
Masterpieces take a long
Yeah.
time.
The final chapter. What were you in it?
Masterpieces take a long time.
Right. Exactly.
They
Yeah,
don't
like
happen
the
in
one
a
that I
day.
posted today was what my hell would look like. When
Right.
Spirit showed me very vividly
Oh man. I
what
read it.
hell would be like for me.
Right.
And when I saw that, I knew I knew what I didn't want. So,
Yeah.
you know, I
Wow.
want people to read that when they read it and say, okay, I know I have to do things this way.
Right.
Otherwise, something like this can happen. And just so you know, what if any of you were on Facebook and you read my snippet, what I write about is what it would be like for me, not what it would be like for you. Everyone's hell would be different. It would be their own personal
Yeah.
type of hell. And I know what I don't like. And it was amazing because when Spirit showed me what it would be like for me, I knew in that moment that I would never put myself in the position to be there.
Right.
Everyone go on Chris's page and read that snippet.
Yes.
I wouldn't want this hell for me. Although
No.
mine could be worse.
It could
Right?
be worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But man, you mean the way you wrote that out and detailed it, and I got a perfect picture of it. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
wow,
You
that's
explained
bad.
The way you
Not what you
explained
pictured,
it
but
was
horrible, yeah.
incredible.
Amazing.
Wow.
How would you be able to tell me what? Not that I want to know what mine would be like.
I
but
wouldn't be able to tell you.
You
what
can't-
hell is.
okay.
And
You got to be told.
Listen, the truth is, I could probably get part of it,
Yeah.
but that's not something I'd want to do.
You know what? I don't want to know. I don't
Yeah.
know, right? I don't intend on going there.
Here's
so.
the thing. I don't believe you're going there, so
Oh, awesome.
you don't need to know.
Good. You're right. You're right. I don't know why I asked.
Wow. So what do you see for my future? Like we already touched on the financial aspect.
Yeah, I think finances, whatever's going on in your life right now, it's going to get better.
Yay.
So to me, that's a plus.
That's a definite
you,
plus.
I would tell you to keep citrine all around your house, different parts of your house.
Okay.
Okay. I really feel like money is going to be attracted to you this year. I actually think there's a 3-year time frame, 22, 23, 24. The next 3 years are going to be very good money years for you.
Wow.
You know, Chris, I have a question.
Hmm?
I know a few people that have passed away, gotten
Mhm.
sick from cancer.
Mhm.
I just hit an age now where I'm like very conscious of my health. Can you give me a picture?
I see you as an old man. Old to me is anything over
Do you?
80. You're going to be fine.
Are we going to be doing
He
this
just
20
made my-
years
You're-
from now?
I don't know about 20 years from now, but I think you're
You
going to be
just
doing
made
this
my
a
day.
while.
Beautiful.
And just so you know, people ask me that question all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a hard question for me to answer because if I see people dying at 60, 65, I don't want to tell them that.
Right.
So what I tell people is if I see them over 80, I tell them I see them living a long life. To me, long life is anything over 80. I see over 80.
I could take it if that's the case.
No,
That's the
I see
60.
over 80.
You do?
for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know. Do you see
Beautiful.
me?
I
over
see you as an old lady. I see you as an old lady as well. One thing I wanted to ask you, is there any little issue with your throat area? Like a thyroid issue or polyps or nodules or something like that? Because, I'm getting that there's something in your throat area. Have you gotten it checked yet?
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Now that everybody knows my, no, I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually have a physical coming up because I was having issues with
All right.
my weight and I have issues with my thyroid. They did
You're,
blood.
you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they give you medicine? Is it medication?
Yes, yeah.
What are they saying? Overactive or underactive?
It's underactive,
Okay.
so they sped it up.
I'm telling you, you're going to be fine.
Great.
I just know there's an issue, but I also know you're going to be fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Even I knew about that. And
Wow. And what about last week, me losing my voice?
Right. Yeah, that's what.
So that's a
Lost the
little.
voice last week.
Wow.
Who's the healer in your family?
Healer
Like a
in my
nurse or
family.
a
Oh, my daughter.
oh, she's a nurse?
She's in school to become a nurse.
Okay, she's going to do very well for herself.
Yeah.
She's a natural born healer.
She's a go-getter.
Right.
She really is.
She's another one that should keep, not an amethyst like that because that's rigid, but like amethyst that's tumbled,
Right.
like a gemstone.
Yeah.
She should keep that in her pocket at all times. My
Wow.
daughter's a nurse too.
Wow.
And I
okay.
told her the same thing. Keep a little piece of amethyst in your
Wow.
pocket at all times.
She just actually signed on today her first hospital job as like an aide.
In what hospital?
South Nassau.
Oh, nice. Where's my daughter?
St. Francis.
St. Francis.
Oh,
Great hospital.
great hospital.
Yeah.
St.
Yeah.
Francis, great hospital.
She just started.
Great cardio.
It's funny
Wow.
because yesterday I read somebody who used her sister's Facebook.
We got to take a break.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
guys, we got to take a quick break. My co-host wasn't paying attention. We'll be
Yeah,
back
no,
in
I
a few
see.
minutes.
Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
Hello.
Yes, we're back.
That was good.
We're back.
We are back. Hour number 2.
Yes, hour number
Chris
2
George.
with Chris George
Oh, we're back.
and
Yep.
Dawn O'Malley. Dawn, diggity Dawn, diggity Dawn.
How'd that first hour go? Okay.
Fantastic.
First hour was awesome. So Frank, do you have any other questions that you?
That
wanna
was a big
ask?
one I asked about
That was a big
my health.
one.
Yeah.
I could
That's
tell
a nice,
you
that's a
you're
nice
healthy
peace of
guy.
mind. Well, you never know.
You
Yeah,
look
but
healthy.
that
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Right.
That
No,
doesn't
I
matter.
know.
I can tell you guys, she doesn't like when I tell the story, but you know, I read somebody, what was it, like 5 months ago, the one with the husband that passed. I don't know,
Oh.
maybe like 5 or 6 months ago, and she showed me a picture of her husband, and I said he's passed, and she says no. She goes, he's perfect health. I said he needs to go to a doctor. She says, I'm telling you, the man goes to the gym 7 days a week. He's in perfect health. I said, okay. Okay. What was it, 2 days later? 3 days later.
A few days
It
later.
was a few
What?
days later, she sends me a message. I don't even know how to say this, but my husband died in his sleep last night.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So it doesn't matter how healthy you look.
That's absolutely right. That's what's
Doesn't
scary.
matter.
You think you're in the
I'm
Yeah.
so
the
scared.
best
Yeah.
health, and something just sneaks up on you, and boom, you're
Yeah,
all
I
here
told
all
I'm
the time.
living forever, bitches. Just saying.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere for a while. Both of you are going to be around quite a
We're
while.
gonna
Oh,
be doing
great.
this
Fantastic.
for a
We'll be
long,
talking for a long
time. Very long time.
I'll sign the dotted line right now for that.
So, do you ever read your significant other?
Not that she knows about.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, so we're all learning something tonight.
when you're sleeping, he's reading you. When you're sleeping,
Really?
I-
I
I-
already know it's hard to get over on a psychic though. Like
Yeah.
when you think about it, because then he already knows. He talked about how he knows when somebody's lying.
exactly
I'm
right.
not gonna do this.
Right.
You know.
You don't even try.
No, I don't even try.
Nah.
I'm
She's
more
good.
very upfront.
Yeah, she's pretty upfront. I don't. The truth is, I don't need to read. I don't like reading somebody I'm dating. I had a very bad experience with that many
Right.
years ago, which I don't want to get into.
No.
But I don't like reading. I want to find out things on my own, not
Yeah,
psychic.
right.
Although spirit will throw things at me sometimes,
Right.
but for the most part, I ignore. I don't want to know about me. If that makes sense.
Is it
I'm,
the
I'm
less-
a psychic that
sense.
doesn't
I
get
wanna
psychic
know
on
what they're
himself.
throwing at you.
Right.
So now,
Yeah,
last
what
time,
perks? There's no perks for dating.
No,
a psychic,
right.
Because he'll give all these tidbits to other people, and I'll be like, "Where am I?
He knows you too well. Is it like you
Right.
know her too well, where you really
Has
can't?
nothing
Does
to
it
do with that.
matter? Okay.
You know, here's the thing, and this is the truth. I'm gonna be very honest with everybody. I'm very rarely wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be wrong, I don't want to be wrong with somebody I love. That's why I
Right,
try
that's
not
true.
to read family,
right.
and I don't like it because I'm not ever scared of being wrong. Because like I said, I'm very rarely wrong.
right,
But if I'm going to be wrong, I don't want it to be with somebody I love. I just don't.
right. No, I
Good, that's a good
understand
point.
that.
Right.
I
You know,
understand.
maybe that's a
that.
little greedy on my part or selfish.
No,
but I
I
don't-
And if
get
it's something
it.
terrible, you
if
really
it's something
want to.
terrible, no. If
We have
it's something
respons-
terrible. I'm gonna.
You have
say.
responsibility too, right?
I'm
I
gonna
was-
say.
It's hard.
Like I'll give you, for instance, my daughter was going on a trip and she couldn't find her credit card or whatever. I told her you can't go on this trip. She says, Dad, why not? She goes, I've been dying to go to Jamaica. I said, you can't go on this trip. I said, I got a bad feeling. Don't go. She couldn't find a credit card, so she wound up not going on that trip. You know, I think it was 50 something people on that trip came down with food poisoning,
Oh,
and you know,
It's like
yeah,
a final destination.
you know,
almost,
and
like,
I
kinda.
and I said,
Oh
you know,
my
Wow.
so if I see something, I'm gonna say it.
That's amazing.
wow. Something like that happened to me not too long ago where I was supposed to go on a trip somewhere with a group of people and it just didn't feel right. COVID was getting bad. And Chris and I made the decision, you know what? We're not going to go. We've got too much going on. So was that the right decision for me, Chris?
Absolutely.
Okay. Like things truly happen for a reason.
Hmm.
And my gut is never wrong.
I told you earlier, you're very intuitive.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel it, you need to go with it.
Right.
I don't care what anybody says. You need to go with
Right.
it. So,
Allison has another question. She
Oh,
wants to
go.
ask, she's asking about her career.
well, what exactly does she want to know?
What do you want to know, Allison?
Like
Okay, well,
specific?
you know what? I don't even want to answer that question, Allison. I just want to, is she dating somebody right now?
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
Somebody good, yes?
Yes.
Okay, because everything I pulled here, okay, I said this was going to be for my next person.
Right.
Is all about love, being here,
Wow.
coming out of something bad into something good. I'm guessing her last was very much of a narcissist. Do you know about this or no?
Yes.
What, very narcissistic? Yes or no?
Was.
Was. I'm talking about the ex.
I don't want to give away too
Okay. Because
Allison knows why I'm not saying anything.
What my cards are saying here is that what's going on now is good. It's almost like she took a deep breath and said, okay,
Yes.
this feels right. Okay.
Yes.
So I know you asked about one thing, but
That's what I
I had
meant.
to
Allison,
go with something
I
else.
could vouch for that because one of these cards is a big giant red rose
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
corner to corner.
I
Yeah.
see it
And I
too.
know, even I know that means nothing
Yeah.
but good things as far as love.
Yeah. It's all
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, Allison. Wow, wow, wow. That was spot on.
good. Who's that?
Mary's got one.
Yeah. I've read her a few times.
Oh yeah, she said you read her and you were always spot on. Was that her that said that?
Will my finances get better this year and will I move?
And who is this?
Mary
That's
Keller.
Mary Callagher.
Merritt.
Okay. Okay, finances. I do
She
like
said you read
this.
it before.
Okay. Okay, this is showing money coming. Okay, I do like that. It's a woman holding. Oh, I pulled two. I wasn't supposed to. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's actually a good thing because this has to do with protection, also money. But this is the significant card, the quartz, and it's not only quartz, it's super quartz, which means anything I'm saying is amplified. So this tells me money is going to be much better for you this year than it was last year. And did she say something about a move? Because if she's moving anytime soon,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just not seeing it. I'm not seeing a move happening just yet. You can ask me in 2 or 3 months from now, Mary, but as of right now, I'm not seeing a move happening just yet.
Wow.
There you go, Mary.
Do you see me buying any properties?
Do you own another property besides this now?
No.
Okay, that's a good question. Are you looking for it?
Maybe.
Okay, I think you
I've
should.
been thinking about
I think
it.
you should. I'm going to pull 3 cards. 1, 2 is the money card, and 3. Okay, this is, and I pulled my 3 of my favorite cards. Okay,
Wow.
amethyst, rose quartz, and citrine. This has to do with what you're going to do. You're going to love. It's going to, money is going to be fine. I actually think you're going to buy. I actually think you need to buy it. I'm putting these back, but I actually think you need to buy property.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a great investment for you.
Somewhere warm, maybe.
North Carolina, maybe?
Oh, that's
Oh my God! I can't believe you just said that.
Is that what you're thinking?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a 1 in
Spot
50. That was
on.
a 1 in 50.
Spot on.
I'd like to ask the same
This
thing.
is no
because
joke, people. Like I
everything-
have the chills. My body's on
Yeah, yeah.
fire, and it's not a hot
You want to go to North
flash.
Carolina?
We were thinking about going to visit to look at
What
properties,
more do you need? There you
and
go.
just to have a place
look
to
at-
escape to.
I like it. I think you should do it.
I'm
Everything I do
doing
in
it.
life, I
Mhm.
invest, I save. My bottom line is down the line, I want to buy a house because
Mhm.
I've been renting an apartment forever. Do you see that for me? If not, I can live with it.
No, I listen. You might not like my answer.
Yeah,
I think
right.
it's going to be a 3-year process.
Okay.
A 3-year process because 3 came to my head right away.
Uh-huh.
I think in the next 3 years, 3 to 4 years, I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
So the answer
I
is
can
yes.
live. I can live with that.
Okay. I don't know if it's something that you want like right now because I don't see it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 to 4 years down the line,
That,
absolutely.
that actually feels right. That's the
Wow.
number that. Yeah.
Can I ask about my
within.
son's future career-wise?
Sure. How old is he?
18.
Okay. What does he want to do?
I don't think he really knows.
Okay.
He's doing something now, but I don't know if it's forever.
I don't think it's forever. Okay. Because this shows something different. Okay. Really quick. Is he dating somebody?
Mhm.
Okay. You like? Okay, because
She's a sweetie.
this is, I know you're asking about future for him and everything,
Right.
but a lot of what I'm pulling has to do with love.
Okay.
You know, him. Is this like his first love?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is telling me that this is a good thing for now anyway. I don't know what's going to be down the line, but he's
Yeah.
only 18.
Right.
But this is telling me right now that there's love in his life and that he likes it.
Yes.
It's coming from all different angles, and he just kind of feels like in tune with things. Okay. As far as work, whatever he's doing right now, I don't think it's what he's going to be doing. Okay. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but I don't believe it's going to be exactly what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
I think within the next year and a half, some things are going to change. And here's the one thing that I do like. He's very likable, your son.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because what I see is a mentor, somebody who's going to be older, who's going to show him the right way to do things, whatever it is he's going to be doing. Like he's going to take a real liking to him, real shining to him, and he's going to show him certain things on how to do things a certain way.
He's going to be the mentor.
No,
He's going to
a
have.
mentor's going to come into his life and
That's
start showing
already
him.
happened.
Yes. Oh, it's
Spot
already
on.
happened. Okay. Well, then he's going to teach him how to be really good at whatever it is he's going to be doing. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm hitting
That's okay.
you. Frank's going
Punch-
to be bruised by
Punch
the end
away.
of the night.
Punch away. That's what I'm here for.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to say what he's doing.
Good.
My son is working for his uncle in his law firm.
All right.
And he has
Cool.
taken him under his wing, and he is
wow.
his mentor, and he's teaching him to be his legal assistant right now.
Okay.
But
Well, don't be
he's not
surprised when it
sure.
turns into something more.
well,
that's
that's
the
what I
point.
was asking
you
because
go.
he was talking about becoming an attorney
Bingo.
himself now.
Well, there
all
you
of a
go.
sudden.
And that's perfect because I just see him ascending. So that's a good
Yeah.
thing. And it comes off very smart. It comes off as a very old soul.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen a picture of him, but I'm seeing little gold dots around him. Gold, like little gold balls around him. Tells me he's an old soul. Tells me he's very protected. Tells me that there's people on the other side that are very much looking after him, watching over him.
It sure is.
The other thing it shows is that he's very protected. Now, the gold bubbles around my daughter. I have my daughter Jessica's 25. She's my only child. I have 4. She's my only child that has the gold bubbles around her. The gold bubbles are protection. Now, Jessica has had probably 3 times in her life where she probably could have died. Okay,
Oh,
or
wow.
been extremely hurt, but she just missed every time.
Whoa.
And I attribute that to those gold bubbles because they protect her. She's very protected. Your son has that. I wish all my kids had it. They don't.
Right.
Okay. But if one of them needed it, I would say it would be her because she's like me. She's an adventurer. She's brilliant.
Right.
But if people are jumping off a cliff into the water, she's doing it.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right.
So she's the one who needs those gold bubbles. So
No,
for
I know
whatever reason,
exactly what
your
you
son
mean
has
by
it,
that.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah. No, I know exactly.
Chris, you mentioned old soul, the term old soul.
Mhm.
The last time you were here, you said that I was a very, very, very old.
Yes,
What does
you
that
are.
mean exactly? We were talking about
It
that.
means you've
remember?
been here
I'm just
before. You've had many past lives.
Oh,
Many
okay.
past lives. If I had to take a guess with you, I would say at least 12 or 13. You've had quite a few. And in the scheme of things, that's not.
Real? Yeah.
I've seen people with way more than that, but I would say
Wow.
you have about 12 or 13 past lives. You a lot of your past lives have to do with protection, like military, like cavalry, like police, like
What?
something like that.
Police.
Yeah. Most of your past
You know,
lives had
you
to
know-
do with you being
you know what I do
like
for
a
a living?
protector. No idea.
I'm a police officer.
Well, there you go.
No, you're not. You're my wonderful
I am-
co-host.
no, I'm a
on the
co-host
most
of a
amazing
talk show
podcast
First, and then a police officer second.
ever. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Wowing.
Wow.
Does
Wow, to
anybody
say
have
the
any
least.
questions?
And he knows nothing about me. Trust
No,
me.
Nothing.
Will
It's not on my
brother
social
finally
media or
become a
anything.
Dad? Okay, I like that. Will my brother finally become a dad?
Oh, that's
Okay,
Karen.
I do like this because this is
That's a good one.
Right off the bat, I'm going to say yes. Okay. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is the fertile. This is a very fertile card. I'll say that. Okay. Yeah. The answer is yes. I'm going to say within the. If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say within the next 15 months, somebody will be rounded.
Wow.
Wow.
Next 15 months, and hold me to that. If I'm wrong, you could call me out on Facebook. It's fine.
Wow.
I don't expect to be wrong.
That's crazy.
There you go.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Allison
There
saying,
you go,
"Oh
Karen.
my God."
15 months.
Yeah, 15 months, Karen.
Nice round number.
Wow. Well, I hope they have fun trying.
Well, I always tell when people tell me that, I tell them don't let it be a job. You know, if it's a
Right.
job,
Right,
you're
right,
looking at your
yeah.
clock saying, "Oh, I'm ovulating. Let's have sex." Get
Yeah.
freaky deaky. You know,
Yeah.
just act like you did when you were dating, and
Right,
you know,
that's-
just
You have to.
You know, go
you have
be-
to be.
you know,
Instead of trying to plan
just
it,
have
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And
Right, right.
Don't plan it. Just do it. and
It's just
gonna
something
happen.
that should happen naturally. And I mean, unless you have
I think when you
physical
try to time it, and
problems.
okay, it's that time of the month. I'm ovulating
Yeah.
tonight. I think that's when
Yeah.
it
It
doesn't
becomes
happen.
a job.
It's always
And I
yeah.
just want to say one more thing. I'm seeing a boy.
Oh, a boy.
So predicting the sex of babies is one of my specialties.
Really?
My sister is the only woman in the history of Staten Island to have quintuplets. Okay, she's been on
Is that
Rachel
right?
Ray. Yeah, the only woman ever in
Wow.
Staten Island. I
God.
predicted that. Okay, I was on the Montel Williams show. I was
I've
on
been
the
on the Montel Williams show,
Okay,
not as a guest.
I got thrown
Oh.
off.
in
I
the
got,
audience.
I got thrown
Okay.
off the Montel Williams show. I was on it. I got thrown off. Sylvia Brown had me thrown off.
I
That's
got thrown
okay.
out of City
Sylvia
Field once.
Brown. I remember her.
Well,
Did you really
Sylvia Brown told
play
my
beers?
Yeah.
Sylvia Brown told my sister, you know, in her Sylvia Brown way, she clicked her teeth. She goes, "Yeah, you know, honey, I see two boys coming to you, twins. Paint the room blue." I says, "No." I said, "I see five." I said, "I see 4 girls and a boy, and I actually think the boy's gonna be missing his pinky." And she was like, "Oh no, you don't know what you're talking about, honey." Well, let's fast forward it. My sister got pregnant.
Oh my
Okay. Only woman in the history of Staten Island to have quintuplets. She had 4 girls, and the boy was born with his pinky on his left hand hanging from skin. They had to tie it and take it off. So predicting the sex of babies
God.
is one of my specialties.
Wow.
Yeah. She had me thrown off the show.
Sylvia Brown. She was a regular on Montel Williams.
She
Yes,
was
show.
contracted with the
was.
Montel Williams show. She actually told him, "If you don't get him off this show right now, I will never come back."
You were
on
there
the
the
show
same with her?
I was on stage with her.
Yeah.
I never aired. They threw me off.
Oh, no way.
Well, I want to hear the story?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're on there, and there was a woman. I want to say she was from either Ohio or Iowa. I don't remember. And she said, "Yeah, there's a spirit in my house. It's evil, and it's attacking me." And she says, "Oh no, honey, there's no such thing as bad spirits."
Ugh.
I said, "How could you tell this woman that?"
Yeah.
I said, "If there's good, there's got to be bad."
Right,
I
right.
said, "Of course there's bad spirits."
Mhm.
She goes, "Oh no, just move out of your house." I said, "How dare you tell this woman to move out of her house? It's her house. The spirit's got to go. You got to do a space clear. You got to get rid of spirit.
Right.
You take control." And she had me thrown off the show.
You were calling her out on the
I
show.
called her on the show. I
Wow.
got thrown off.
Wow.
I
That's so
I
shit.
that.
I lasted about 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and
Oh
I was gone.
my God.
True story.
It never aired?
Never aired.
Wow.
Because the
I
show-
would love to see that.
And they had to restart the show and everything.
Wow.
What's your
Moving right
opinion
off.
on her? What's your opinion on her? I know she passed away, but she was on there all the time. I remember seeing her.
My opinion of Sylvia Brown is she was a good psychic. I think she does something that I don't like. Like there's a lot of psychics out there that do this. I won't mention them. I've been on shows with them, so I won't mention their names.
Right.
But like they'll say 1 or 2 really amazing things.
Yeah.
With that should be enough for somebody, you know.
Yeah.
But then they add the fluff, like they'll add the 4 or 5 things that are just like bullshit, and I don't understand why they do that. Because
Yeah.
you just said 1 or 2 really great things that might have changed this person's
Yeah.
life. Why did you have to add that other stuff in that just is
Yeah.
a bunch of baloney?
Right.
That bothers
Kind
me.
of discredits.
So
the
was
rest
she
of
a
it.
good psychic? Yeah, she was a good psychic. To a degree. Her books. Anybody who wants to buy a book on angels, I would say her book on angels is probably the best angel book I've ever read. Her other books, as far as I know, she did not write them. I think her son wrote them or something. She didn't write most
I
of her
heard
books.
that too.
But if you want an amazing book on angels, her book on angels, top of the line in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like the woman. I don't like her at all. I never
Yeah.
did.
I think.
But I give that book is fantastic.
Didn't she solve a couple of crimes? Not crimes, but like someone was missing.
Yeah,
and
she
she
did.
said where
worked
they
with
were.
missing
detective.
people,
She did. So did
yeah.
I. I've
Oh, did you really?
I've
Yeah.
solved 4 crimes.
Right.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's
she
amazing.
has done that.
So which departments did you work with?
In Hope, Pennsylvania was
Okay.
one.
Okay.
One was in Illinois, in not Champaign. Yeah, right around Champaign, Illinois. I forget the exact one. One in Staten Island and one in
Oh,
Tennessee.
wow. Oh my God. That's gross.
Can you tell us about
The one in Staten Island, I'm not allowed to talk about. The one in Tennessee, I will. I had a friend.
Why did I know that?
What's that?
I knew that before you even said that.
Yeah, I can't.
You're psychic.
I'm not
That's
allowed.
so weird.
I won't.
I've been
I
feeling
won't
that
talk
about
It
about
was literally in my head. I'm like, he's going to tell me he's not allowed to talk about the Staten Island.
Yeah, the
one.
one in
crazy.
Tennessee is probably, well, it's not, yeah, I think it's the best one. The one in Champaign was pretty good too. But the one in Tennessee, what happened was, had a friend, his name was Jeremy, and he knew me. I mean, we just become friends on Facebook or whatever, and you know, he really didn't believe in psychics, right? He's like a real hillbilly type of guy, and
Right.
you know, from the South, and great guy, but just not somebody who's into psychics. But we were very good friends.
Right.
He calls me up one night around 11 o'clock at night, and he says, buddy, he goes, you know, I don't believe in psychics, but my grandparents and 2 little cousins just died in a fire. And I just want to know that they're okay. And I said, well, I'm having a hard time answering that question. He goes, why? I said, because I think your grandparents have passed. I think they're okay. I said, but they're passed. I said, but the kids didn't die. He says, no, they died in the fire. I says, no. I said, I'm seeing 3 sets of bones, 2 adults and a dog. I said, the kids are not dead. He was like, that doesn't make any sense. All right. He goes, I'm sorry I called you so late. He hangs up. About 2 o'clock in the morning, he calls me back. He goes, Chris, he goes, they found the bones of my grandparents and a little dog. The kids aren't there. So I said, so now I start getting psychic. Puts me on the phone with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. Okay.
Oh my God.
They asked me, and I'm like, yeah, the kids aren't dead. I said, I see them in a 5-mile radius of where the house is. And you know what he called me? The Great Kreskin. And he made fun of me. And I told him, I said, do me a favor. I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If you want to bust my balls, I'm the wrong one.
Yeah.
I told him to go screw himself, and I hung up the
Yeah.
phone. Next day, they called back, and they were like, listen, we're interested. I get flown down to Tennessee.
Oh
All right.
my God.
I said, I see, it was a
Wow.
red door. And I said, I see within a 5-mile radius. And I think the name of the street was Green or Green something. I told them there was a Greenwood Street. And on that street, there was a house with a red door. They go in, they found those 2 kids in cages with, I think, 6 other kids in cages. They were going to use them for sex trafficking.
Oh my God.
And then I tell them, here's the thing.
Holy.
Here's the thing. Their mother sold them because she was a crack addict, a dope fiend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I told them this. They found the mother. Yes, she was a dope fiend. She did admit to selling her kids and having the house burned down, having her parents murdered.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Chris, wow.
But ask me if I got credit for it.
No?
Not
Of
even a little
course
bit.
not.
Yeah, right. They never.
Nothing.
The detectives got credit for it. Yeah, right.
The
'cause
one
they-
in
Of course.
Illinois, same thing. I actually went in on that with my mentor. She called me in to help her on a case, and we solved it. We helped solve it, and nothing. The one in same thing in Pennsylvania, nothing. I told him, I said, yeah, I see it dead by a weeping willow tree. I said, there's a lake or a pond or a lake with a huge weeping willow tree. I see her between a tree and a big boulder. They knew the place. They went looking. They found her. She was
And that was
naked between a boulder and a big weeping willow tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, I'll give you credit. We're gonna.
That's why if somebody
Right?
wants my
It's a
help,
loveless-
it's got to be the families. I
Yeah,
won't help
right,
the
right.
police department because, you know.
That's insane.
amazing.
You
Yeah.
just totally blew my mind. Wow.
Mickey Delaney, I see that
Yes.
comment. You see what he
What do you
said?
say?
Fire your co-host and let Mario Bosco be your co-host. Wise guy, huh? Why?
That's
You
not
wanna?
nice, Mickey. Oh my God. I'm like blown away. I don't know if you see me. First time and it's not menopause. It's not the air. I don't know what
There's
it
a lot
is.
of energy
There's
in this room.
something going on because
In this
my
room?
body temperature,
A lot of
I'm
energy in
going
this room.
from freezing to very hot to the chills being hot at the same time.
You said
Like
there's a lot of
I'm
energy in
very
this room.
fidgety this show. Like this is not normal for me. There's stuff going on in here. It's all your fault. I'm just
It is,
kidding.
I'll take responsibility. But now I don't know if this has anything to do with your family, whatever. But there's a spirit here named Mario. Okay, very attached to this house, and he's saying that he's been here for years and years and years. How old is this house?
19. Oh my God. 19. 50 something.
Okay, well, I think it was from back then because I see somebody, a spirit is telling me his name is Mario and that he's been here since the beginning. So I'm thinking that he either died on this land or he might have died in this house. I don't know if you could look that up or whatever, but there's a spirit, or he just popped in and he just likes being here. He feels comfortable, but he's saying that he's been here since the beginning. Mario.
Wow.
Not a very
Mario's in
common
your
name
family or
around here.
when you know, no.
Nobody in my family.
He's Italian. We know that.
Have you ever done like EVPs, like with the recorder?
I haven't.
We talked about that last time. Remember?
Maybe one day we could do a show if you want, where we'll bring in a recorder, and we'll try and get the spirits to talk for us. Because I think Mario would talk.
Great. Oh, Mario.
Let's do it.
Mario Bosco.
It can't be Mario Bosco. He's still alive. Frank, you're really
He was here last week. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to put the pieces.
You're a pisser. No, it's not that Mario, because he's still with us.
Yeah, no, it's not Mario Bosco.
Wow. So if I showed you a picture right now of somebody.
Are they passed?
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, now who is this to you?
It's my mom.
Okay, and how old was she when she passed? Do you remember?
70.
Okay, she was in some body pain before she passed, yes?
She was what?
A little bit of body pain? Okay, because she's saying my body feels good, my body feels good, my body feels good 3 times. That tells me that she was in pain. She also, was there a little bit of a breathing issue right before she passed? Okay, because she's saying I could breathe as well. She's another one that has that floral scent associated with her, which again tells me she was either into flowers or planting, or she wore a floral perfume. Why would she be saying that she's sorry?
I'm gonna cry if I.
Why
have
would
to
she be
say
saying that she's sorry? Well, you know, whatever. You don't have to tell me.
She's sorry that I had to be put through that, because that's how she would think.
Okay, now here's the thing. She was sick for a little while. Okay, who was taking care of her? All right, makes sense to me because I'm hearing 3 times. I'm sorry it was a burden. Sorry it was a burden. Sorry it was a burden.
No burden, Mom.
You didn't think she was a burden,
No,
but she did.
Not at all.
Okay. The other thing she's telling me, and I get this all the time, she's telling me that she was a little bit loopy before she passed. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me because the way she's coming to me, she's telling me that, and I get this all the time. She's telling me she heard everything you said. She heard everything everyone said. It registered here. She couldn't speak at one point.
Yeah.
Could she not speak at one point, honestly? Because if she could speak, it didn't come out of her mouth the way she wanted it to.
Right.
And I just feel like a lot of it didn't come out of her mouth. It was very frustrating to her. Now, the other thing she's telling me, she was sick for a little while, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, they usually say this if they think that you or somebody else thinks otherwise. She's telling me that that she never gave up. She's saying, I never gave up. She said, my body gave up. My body gave up. Her body made the choice. She did not. Because if it was up to her, even though she was in pain, she would have fought some more.
Yep. Exactly. Spot on, people.
Wow.
Spot on. There's my mom.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Isn't she pretty?
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
Gorgeous. Well, thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
So,
Any other questions?
yeah, do we have any other questions?
Hey, Andrew, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Andrew Washington. Hey, bud.
Karen has another one.
Oh, am I a burden to my parents? I would say no, but
Well,
go
listen,
ahead.
I don't know if that's like a real question or she's trying to be funny, but right off the bat, I'm hearing no. So,
Hey, one other question.
She's not
Post
trying
away.
to be funny. She's being
Post away, guys. Questions.
100%
Feel free. Don't be
serious.
shy.
Karen. You could never be a burden to your parents. It's silly to even say.
yeah, I think you guys would be really interested if we did like some EVP recordings and
That'd
just
be amazing. Yeah.
just see what it's like to actually do an investigation.
I would love to.
You said there was an app, a good app on the that you could
Oh,
buy. you could
yeah,
get.
what
What was
was
the
the
last
name of
time you
that?
said it?
Echovox.
Echovox.
Echovox?
That's it.
You know what? I
Buy
write
the
that
cheaper
down.
one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's better.
VOX.
Echovox, ECHOVOX, I believe.
Echovox. Okay.
It's from Big Beard. You'll see to say Big Beard is the one
Yeah.
who produces it. I've actually interviewed the guy many years ago on my show. He puts out some. I don't know why it works so good, but it does.
I wanted to go back to what you said about my mother, and I got the chills with the whole planting thing. So everyone's going to get the chills when I tell them. Every year for my mother's birthday, I planted her entire front all the flowers, the bushes, everything. That was like my gift to her. She didn't want presents. She had everything she wanted in life. So I would plant for her every single year. And then on the side of the house, I did a little vegetable garden for her. So she had fresh veggies all spring, all summer, and everything. So that's where the planting came into play. I can't believe you said that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
And I still do it, even though she's not.
I feel like she gives you a lot of signs, but you're just another one of those people. I feel like you miss a lot of them.
I
The
do
thing
miss
is,
a
you're,
lot
you're
of them.
so intuitive that you shouldn't. You know,
I
what that
know.
tells me is that you got a lot going on up here.
I do. It
And
never
if you have too much going on up here, it's very hard to get those signs and
Yeah.
get those messages. So what I would tell you, like I tell my clients, my people who call me, if they're cluttered up here, if they're very anxious, have a lot of anxiety, there's a song I listen to.
Okay.
It's called Peyote Healing, like the drug peyote,
Okay.
Peyote, and it's the singer is Robbie Robertson, Robbie.
Uh-huh.
I listen to it all the time. Like at night when she's sleeping, sometimes I'll just put it on really close to my ear so I can listen to it.
Okay.
Calms me down.
Okay.
When I teach my psychic development class, I let my students listen to that song before we start the class. It just slows things down. It opens your mind. I don't know how it works. I don't know why it works because you can't understand the word he's saying. It's a Native American chant, but it's wonderful and it helps people with anxiety and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
What's the name of it?
Peyote Healing.
Peyote healing.
I know it can't be at night. It's good because I am up way past you.
Yeah, but I
And
wake
it's
up
like,
all night.
This is past your bedtime.
Take it easy.
I wake up all night long.
All night.
He wakes up
All
all
night.
night long and then he gets up at like 5 a.m. Who gets up at 5 a.m.?
I do.
Sometimes I can't even get to sleep till 5 a.m. My brain
Yeah,
just
same here.
never shuts
I'm up
off.
at 5:30.
Ever.
Andrew Washington has a very interesting question. I would like to know about my brother. They said he killed himself, but I know he didn't.
All right. I love the question.
Good question.
Gotcha, Andrew.
Andrew, pick a number 1 to 8.
1 to 8, Andrew.
Andrew Washington, pick a number between 1 and 8.
He said
6.
6.
Okay, I'm going to say he didn't. But I'm going to say he knows who did. I think somebody had something to do with it. I don't think he did it on his own. Wow. Yeah, that's the sting right there. Absolutely. That's what I would say.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Andrew, if you're on Facebook and you send me a picture of him, I'll do a little freebie for you. So if you go to Facebook, I'm Chris George on Facebook. You'll see a picture of me and Diggity.
Diggity dog.
I call it Don Diggity. You know, I like the way you work.
Yeah.
Don Diggity. Send me a picture of him, and I'll see what I could pick up. Okay, that'll be a freebie for you.
Oh,
There you go,
Andrew's
Andrew.
a good guy.
Yeah,
If
good
anyone
guy, Andrew.
deserves it, it's
Yeah,
him.
I agree.
He's so wonderful and so supportive. Andrew's a co-host of I'm saying co-host. He's a host with Frank Corriera of The Truth, also on Strong Island Television. Great show. It's on Mondays at 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
He said, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, just send me a friend request, and anybody who's watching, feel free to send me a friend request. I'll accept everyone, obviously, and if you want private readings, personal readings, I'll give you the information on that.
You see what Andrew just wrote? He said, interesting. Someone threw his bloody clothes out in the yard when I was visiting.
Yeah, no, there's foul play there.
Wow. Andrew.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
That's very scary. Wow. So what do you have coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what do I have coming up?
I know you were selling your merchandise in Staten Island, right?
I did that in Staten Island.
Right.
Really, I haven't really booked anything big yet because of COVID.
I know.
I'm nervous because I want to book. I'm going to book the Shanley again for July. That'll be the next thing that I book, the next big thing. But like I said, come March, April, I'm going to be starting my psychic development class again. For those of you who are interested, just friend me on Facebook. You'll see all the information. I usually do Friday night from 8 to 10 o'clock. It's a 2-hour class. It's $60 a person, so it's not going to hurt
Right.
anybody's pocket.
Right.
And my classes are awesome. I mean, not because I'm teaching them, but
Yeah.
they're really, really good.
Awesome.
The
I've been teaching
Facebook
psychic
name is
development
Chris
for 15
George.
years.
Chris George, Andrew. He's asking
Yeah.
the name on Facebook. He said, awesome, thank you. I'm getting the feeling that you hear the words thank you quite often.
All day.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's
No,
amazing.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good knowing that you're helping so many
It
people.
does make me feel good. You know what makes me feel good when people, people who didn't used to be believers, but then something goes really messed up in their life and they got nothing else to turn, no one else to turn to, and they're like, okay, like people say he's a psychic, let me go talk to him.
Right.
And against their better judgment, or like people like from the past that have said, I don't believe in you, psychics are bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And then they come to me because they have no one else to turn to.
Right.
And then I work with them and I help them, and they become my biggest supporters.
Right.
Because when you could take somebody who is a non-believer, I don't care if you believe or not. Couldn't care less. I
Right.
have plenty of clients, I don't care who believes in me.
Right.
That's the truth. But when you take somebody who doesn't believe, and you're not trying to make them a believer, you just do what you do and be
Right.
who you are. And at the end of the day, they're like, oh my God, you really helped me. Then they become my biggest fans, my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
I love that.
Have you ever been heckled live?
Yeah, but I laugh about it,
You just laugh it off and move
I
on,
don't
right?
care. Listen, I had a show.
You don't
with-
respond to it.
well, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
I do. I have very thick skin. You have to, when you do this. But I had a show. I had over 2 million listeners on my show.
Yeah, right.
And I had a huge show. And I would have psychics come on my show all the time to give readings for people. And if I thought that they were fake, I'd throw them off the show. And, I would have people call in and heckle me sometimes, not for psychic. No, very rarely would they heckle me about being a psychic. They would heckle me about something I said, or,
Okay.
like I don't believe so much in karma. Okay. And I would have psychics on my show and they would argue with me, and callers would call in and tell me I'm crazy. And then they would hear my side of it, what I believe about karma. And they're like, okay, I guess I could take that. I would get heckled about stuff like that. But
Yeah.
about the psychic part, not so much.
Right.
Not so much.
Yes, you can still call in.
This number's not on there, but
Oh,
can she, or just post it?
516. Oh God, Bobby, can you post the number again, real
Anna,
quick?
you can call in. Call in.
You can call in.
I know Anna.
There
There you go. Call in, Anna. Yeah, let's see.
516-945-9099. Call in, Anna. What's her last name? Vitali?
Vitali, yeah.
You know that name.
A friend of mine.
Ah. I know Vitali too.
First, it's common. It's common.
Yeah, I know a few Vitalis.
Yeah.
Call in, Anna.
There you go. That's quick.
Anna.
Hi.
Hi, Anna. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Valley Stream.
Thanks for calling in. You have a question for Chris George?
Well, it's just I totally believe in what he does, and that they can communicate with the other side. And I just want to know if anybody's around. Around me. I know they are around, but
Well, that's more of a mediumship question. I would have to talk to her personally for that. The answer is always going to be yes, and that's I don't need to be a psychic to tell you that. Spirit is always around you. If you're talking about specific spirits, you'd have to show me some pictures, and then I would connect.
Do you have a more specific question, like
And
about?
I will offer to her the same thing I offer to the other guy. If she sends me a friend request on Facebook and sends me a picture of a loved one, I will FaceTime her and I will give her a quick 5-minute reading.
Oh, you hear that?
Oh, perfect. Oh, I would love that. And I do feel the energies. I do get certain scents that are related to certain people in my old family that have passed. So I am a firm believer. I just want to say I love what you do and that you're able to connect with people.
Thank you. And again, like I said, send me a friend request. Let me know that you called in tonight. Send me the picture, and I'll contact you right back. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, and I'll set up a quick little 5-minute something, and I'll see what I pick up on your loved one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, and thank you for what you do.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
Anna.
great day,
Have a good,
everybody.
have a good night.
Thanks, Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, like every now and then I do freebies for people
Right.
because I just feel like you have to. You know, you gotta give back a little bit. So
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
why I do my
definitely.
live readings on Facebook, on my fan
Right.
page, or on my personal page.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
love watching you guys do that together.
Well, that's rapid. That's fast.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
fast.
I don't even have time to look up. She
Right.
just tells me, and I'm just, so keep a lookout for that, people. Next week sometime I will go live, usually about 9:00. I'll post it during the day. I'll let everybody know I'm going live, and
Ooh, we have
get a
another
reading that way.
caller.
Caller.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Disturbed and Confused. Who are we talking to?
I don't know. You tell me who you're talking to.
I don't know. Who is this?
The truth with it.
It's
Oh.
Andrew Washington. Hello, love.
He called in.
How are you?
How you doing?
Really intrigued. Really intrigued.
We all are. You want to talk to Chris?
Yes, please.
Mr. Chris
He hears
George,
you.
can you talk to Andrew, please?
Absolutely. How you doing, Andrew?
How are you, Chris? Thank you for taking this.
You're welcome.
This is something going on since 1995. And I know deep in my heart, just from the things that I've saw, I even went to Oklahoma where they said this happened. And where it happened was next door to where he actually lived. It was actually his in-laws who lived next door. And while I was visiting, the clothes that he was wearing was dropped in between the houses.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I picked up with that was whatever happened was not done by him. There was somebody else that did it, and he knew the person who did it.
This is what I know. This is what I feel, and it's my lifelong mission to find out. So I'm waiting till I make it in this industry, and I'm going to use some of that money to hire an investigator and find out what happened to my brother.
All right, well,
Wow.
maybe I can help you. You never know.
Well, I'm hoping so, but you kind of clarified what I was thinking, which I do appreciate that. I don't like to be wrong.
I don't like to be wrong either. If I was wrong, I'd be a shitty psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want that, man. You're doing good. You're on Michelle Astor. You're on Disturbed and Confused, man.
Yeah, baby.
He's made it. He made it.
And Andrew's
Right.
got, like I said earlier, Andrew has an amazing show called The Truth, and that's Monday nights at 10 p.m. on Strong Island Television Network as well. He's part of the family. Thank you so much for calling in, Andrew. You have any other questions for Chris?
I would like to know if he can feel, see, sense somebody else around me supporting me, because I feel that somebody is looking out after me and making
Yeah,
sure.
well, that's more of a mediumship question, but I do want to touch on it. I do feel like there's somebody around you, and because I'm smelling cigarettes all around me, so that tells me somebody older that has passed, heavy cigarette smoker. Now, if it's not somebody that you know, then it's more or less a spirit guide. But whoever it is was a very heavy smoker. Anytime you feel somebody around you, anytime you smell that cigarette smoke around you, and there's nobody smoking, that's your guide that's there. That's their way of letting you know that they're around.
Interesting. My grandmother was a heavy smoker. She stopped smoking, but she was a heavy smoker.
Yeah, well, then she's the one who's protecting you. And she's another one. Listen, I said this to somebody earlier. I don't know how you were when you were younger, but what I'm getting is that you also did a bit of a 180 and changed, quite a bit from your younger days to where you are now. And what I'm hearing is whoever this person is on the other side that I'm smelling the smoke from is saying that they're very proud of you. Well, and I'm going to say something that, it might come out the wrong way, and I apologize, but whoever this person is saying it took a lot for you to get to where you are, and that there was some doubts at one point that you would reach where you are now, but they're very proud that you did get to where you are. Does that make some sense to you?
It makes sense to me,
Um,
Andrew.
It makes enough sense to have tears in my eyes.
Oh,
That's my grandmother.
yep.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
You said 180. It was more like a 360.
360.
Well,
Yeah.
it can't be a 360. If
Right,
it's a
that's
360,
true.
you're right
Wow.
back
That's
where
true.
you are. So let's
That's
keep
true.
it at 180 because that's much better.
People
Trust me.
people
Yeah.
misuse that term. Right. It's 180. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, because I turned my life around drastically. I had children, and I knew what I wanted, and I knew I had to get to what I wanted by busting my ass, and I told
And you are.
I can't even talk right now.
That's okay.
You're a good man, Andrew.
You are a good man, Andrew, and you are going to go far in what you're doing.
I haven't known
and
you long, but you're a good
you
guy.
know I believe in you 100%.
I know you do, and I appreciate your support. And Frank, I appreciate your comments that you post on my stuff. Chris, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
You've got other people who want to come in, but I'm gonna hang up this phone. I'm gonna have this more beer, and I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Ah.
There you go, buddy.
All right,
Nothing
honey.
wrong
You
with
have
that.
a good night. Thanks for calling, Andrew.
All right.
Bye, sweetheart.
See you, Andrew.
He's such a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
He really,
He-
he's
he-
such a good guy.
What I get with him is a lot of turmoil, a lot of stuff going on in his head all the time.
Yeah.
I think he's another one, and I'm sure he's still listening, that needs to slow things down sometimes
Yeah.
because there's so much going on up
Yeah.
here that you got to pump the brakes a little bit and slow it down.
But when we
Um,
get into this business, that just automatically happens.
Oh, believe me, I know. I
You
was in it for
know
10
better
years.
than anybody.
So I did it for 10 years, and
Yeah.
you know, I had a 2-hour show
Yeah.
I think it was every Thursday night. Started on a Wednesday, then it became Thursday night for 2 hours, and my whole week was dedicated to that show.
Right.
I mean, I interviewed people that Larry King interviewed, that Oprah Winfrey interviewed,
Right.
you know, Katie Couric interviewed.
Right.
I interviewed a lot of those same people.
Wow.
You know, so
Wow.
it gets stressful. It gets, you know,
I
it's
just
a lot of
learned
pressure.
how to say the word no to people. I
Yeah,
was
not
literally
easy.
saying yes to everyone. I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, sure. And I was literally out of the house besides doing the show, but I was out of the house 5 to 6 nights a week. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And so finally I
Wow.
was like, you know what? My body is getting tired.
gotta
My
set
brain
boundaries.
is getting tired. And just like you have to as well with the spirits, you set those
You got to set the
boundaries.
boundaries, and
I have to learn
quick.
how.
If you don't set a boundary, you're screwed.
Yeah. I have to
And there's got to be
learn.
mutual respect all the time.
Right.
That's why they call me the Godfather of Psychic Mediums. You know, it's all about
Right.
respect.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
you know.
Wow.
Chris, you mind if I touch on one of the stories in your book?
Sure.
I saw it on Facebook, one of the snippets you
Mhm.
posted. You saw an ex-high school classmate
Yes,
Oh,
Joey
yes.
Trombone. I'll never forget.
crossing the street.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him in
I hadn't
years.
seen him in years. I gotten out of the Air Force. I hadn't seen him in years. And I'm like, Joey. And he just kept walking. He was walking with a girl. I thought maybe it was his. I didn't even know he was married with 4 kids. Had no idea, you know. And he ignored me. And I'm like, he looked at me and he ignored me. I'm like, why would he ignore me? I mean, I was like his best friend in the world growing up, you know. And then I find out he died. And I went to his funeral. And it was just, yeah, I mean, I saw somebody that I knew
Wow.
that had passed, and I had no idea he was dead. I wasn't as in tune at that time as I am now to know the difference.
Right.
It really messed me
You
up.
couldn't tell the difference between him and another person on
No,
the street.
they look exactly. They look like the two of you.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, in the beginning, I couldn't tell the difference. It took me a while to learn, and it's subtle. It's not as dramatic as you would think.
Right.
You know, it's just a difference of energy. Like a living person, you could see the energy. I could see the energy coming
Right.
off you. On the dead, it's just not there. There's energy because they're a spirit, they're manifesting,
Oh.
but you don't see that life force, that chi, that energy
Right.
feel. You just don't see it. It took me a long time to realize that. I would be in a room with 10 people, and 5 of them would be dead, and I would have to act like they weren't there because then I'm the crazy guy talking to himself.
Right.
You know.
Wow. Wow. All right. So we started to talk about what you have coming up. besides the live readings, you're going to do one next week, you said?
I'm going to do one next week. I usually do them on Wednesday or Thursday nights.
Okay.
They'll start at 9:00. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll post it on my fan page.
Okay.
You have to be a friend of mine on my personal page for me to see your comments. You could watch it and not comment, or you could send me a friend request. I accept it.
Is it
then you-
shareable or no?
Oh yeah, you can share it.
So
Absolutely.
I can share your
But if you
live.
share it, your friends that aren't my friends won't be able to comment.
Oh, okay.
They'll only be able to watch. So they have to be my friend
Okay.
to actually be able to see my live.
Okay. So hurry up and become Chris George's friend.
Yeah,
on
and
Facebook.
it's like 40 minutes of
Of this. It's really incredible
it's
to watch.
nonstop.
Yeah.
I was going slow, and when I'm doing it live on Facebook, I only do 40 minutes. I put all my energy into that 40 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, and it's just like my head is down, she's reading everything, and I'm just bam, 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 nonstop.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
and she
Wow.
does a great job. People
Oh
get
my
mad at her.
God, yeah.
They
That's
get
an-
mad at her because I tell them to copy and paste it if I don't answer it, and there's so many. Think of 1,500 comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
in
just scroll,
40
right?
minutes.
It just goes
Yeah.
fast.
That's
Yeah,
a
And
yeah.
lot.
she has to keep things in order, and she's writing it down.
Writing them
she
in
does an
names
amazing
because
job.
Some people, if they get one question answered, they want another one.
Right.
And they'll say, please, we could just leave
Right.
it so that
Gotta keep track.
everybody can have
Right.
one.
I want
Track
to
'em.
give as many
And
answers
then
as I
they wanna
can.
I hope
keep
you pay
asking
her
Yeah.
well.
questions. I mean, that's another show.
Oh my God.
Anna sent a friend request. She's excited, she said.
Oh,
reading.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's great, Anna.
Yeah, like I said, my
Talent.
personal readings are a whole different level than this. I tell you what I pick up on you. I tell you what I pick up on your pictures, and you can ask me questions, and it's 30 minutes, well worth it.
Do
Yeah.
you see marriage for Frank?
Well, if I don't see it happening anytime just soon,
I'm just curious.
but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm
see
not
him- I
losing
see
him
him-
anytime soon.
No,
see
no,
him-
no matter what,
I
I'm
see him in
here.
a
I'm here no
relationship.
matter what.
Okay.
I see him in a relationship. That's for sure.
Oh.
Very interesting.
Guys, we still have time for a couple of questions. Last 5
I
minutes.
love that subject change. You
You like that?
just-
What a
I did that quick.
what a segue, huh?
Is your girlfrend watching this?
No, I mean,
Tell her
I
to
don't-
call in.
Yeah. Which one? No.
Yeah, that's the problem. No, I'm just teasing.
That's the problem. Kidding.
Christine said this was fun to watch. Thank you for watching.
What's this
and tuning in.
VCN
Yeah, what is that?
NGO? I've seen it a bunch of times.
VCN.
I have no idea what
It's like Russian?
Oh, I don't. It looks Russian. I'm not even sure. I don't even know. Do you know? I have no idea.
No clue.
Well, whoever you are, thank you for watching.
I wish I had another question. I would totally ask.
Mary Kelleher Merritt says, will my son, who is in law enforcement
Get a
in
promotion.
Florida, get a promotion?
Will he get a promotion?
Promotion question.
Well, Mary, I think if it's going to happen, it's not going to be just yet. I think he's got a little bit of a wait to go. I'm not going to say he's not going to get it. I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. No, yeah, I know that's not what you want to hear. This tells me a lot. This is just telling me that it's not in the cards just yet. Not in the cards just yet.
Karen, be more specific.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit more specific for
Karen
Psychic
Delicate is
Polka.
asking, how is my daughter's life look? Be more specific. Her look in love, career. What are you asking, Kay? Let's go with career for her daughter.
Is that what she's saying, Korea?
No, that's what I said.
I want to know if she's dating somebody. Because my cards are coming up more relationship than anything else.
No, she's not dating anyone.
You sure?
Karen, is your daughter dating anyone?
I pulled 3 love cards, just so you know.
Wow.
So
Might
that-
be a first boyfriend.
okay, this is telling me. I actually think it has to do with loving herself more. Okay, a lot of what I'm being pulled here is telling me that a little bit of self-love. Okay,
Okay.
that she needs to love herself more. Stop being so judgmental on herself. Is she very judgmental?
Yeah.
Is she a little bit hard on herself?
Yes.
Because what I'm getting
Very.
is that she needs. It's more about self-love than anything else.
Yep. Spot on, Chris George.
Anna Vitale's got a question. Do you see an out-of-state move for us anytime soon?
Why does everybody want to leave New York?
I don't want to leave.
Millions.
permanently,
Well,
just
what is
a
soon for
month.
her? Ask her what's
What's soon,
for her.
Anna?
What's
How-
Because what's
soon,
soon for her
Anna?
might be different for me.
I think she's just asking basically.
Why am I
when.
getting that there's something that's keeping her here though? Either her or somebody, something is keeping her here.
Within a year.
within a year?
Okay, I don't think so.
No.
I think it'll be longer than that.
Someone's keeping her here?
What is keeping? Yeah, and I just pulled a super question. What's the name?
Anna Vitale.
Anna, I just want to know what is holding her back. What's the thing that's holding her or who she's moving with back? Because what I'm pulling here has to do with something old, keeping something keeping her where she is.
She said, "Ugh, can't be good."
Yeah, so I don't even know where to go with that. I'd have to talk to her. But I
Anything
feel like
else, Anna, you could give?
something is kind of keeping her here.
What's keeping you here, Anna?
Something is holding her back, or there's an obstacle, that type of thing. I actually think a move would be good for her.
Her husband's on the
Okay.
fence.
Oh, her husband's. on
Okay,
the
so then
fence.
that's what it is. Because something is keeping her here. It's something old, something holding her back. This is telling me that it would be a good thing if you did. I just don't know that it's
Ah.
going to happen anytime soon.
Yikes.
And just so you know, I'm not the psychic that's going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what honestly comes to me. A lot of psychics make a living on telling people exactly what they want to know. You know, they're fake psychics,
I want
and,
the
and they
truth.
have no business doing what I do.
Right.
Right.
If you come to me for a reading, you're going to get the truth, and that's the truth,
That's good.
whether you like it or not.
I would want the truth, whether it be good
Well,
or
that's
bad.
why people come to me, because they know I'm not going to tell them that the universe is going to give them everything they want.
Right.
That guy is looking down on them, protect. I'm going to
Right,
tell them the
right.
truth. I'm going to say,
Cookie
yeah,
cutter.
the universe will help you, but you got to get off your ass and make it happen too.
Right, there you go.
So I'm not
Right.
gonna sugarcoat it, ever.
Are you able to tell people like how many angels they have on their shoulders, so to speak?
Well, I mean, angels, spirits. That's a hard question for me to answer. I could tell them that there's spirit around them, that there's angels around them. To give them an exact number,
Right.
I'd be lying if I say yes. I
Right.
mean, maybe I could,
Right.
but maybe I can't.
It was so interesting when you were here last time that we started talking about the messages, the numbers, the angel numbers,
Right.
like 222.
Right,
333. That entire week, I was texting him. It wasn't because I was hitting on him or anything. Please don't get me angry.
No, she knows. I get texts
I
all
was
day.
blown away because that entire week I'm getting 222, 333, 444, 888. That never happens.
Wow.
Wow.
Where were you seeing the
And my
numbers?
daughter as well. And it happened to us right before you
Mm-hmm.
showed up. I told you it happened.
I remember.
And that entire week, I'm texting Chris George, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's happening again!" I'm taking pictures, screenshots, and I'm sending it to him. I'm like, "I can't believe this!"
I get stuff like that all day long. Tell me how much my
Amazing.
phone goes off all day.
Yeah.
All day.
All night. In fact, if he forgets to shut off his phone, I'm gonna be like,
Oh,
no.
you get that?
Because
No,
you know what it is?
when I go to bed, I
something
low
happens
everything.
For somebody, whether they on the West Coast or Europe,
Right.
and then they want they want to validate it,
Right.
and they'll text him immediately. So as soon as
Oh.
after something happens, and I'm like,
Yeah, my
oh,
phone will go off at like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. What drives me crazy is when people try to FaceTime me at like 3 a.m.
Oh, I would never.
I'm like,
do
are you
that.
kidding me?
Oh, no.
Come
There-
on.
There isn't a
I
day.
would never do that ever.
But they do.
Yeah,
All the
no,
time.
I'm sure.
Chris, I can't find my keys. Could you help me? I'm like, are you kidding me?
What?
Hand to God.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
There isn't a day that goes by
I would.
that
block
I don't look
that
at the clock at
number.
11:11, whether it's AM or PM.
Well, that's a great
11.
number.
Yeah,
11.
I get.
That's a great
11,
number. That's
11.
it.
Swear to God,
Me
every
and my
single
mom
day.
used to
11,
get
11.
Is it a great?
It's a phenomenal number. It's
Yeah.
an ascended master number. Number one. Number two, it's a soulmate number. It's a twin flame number. It's an angels around you number. It's a loved ones
Oh.
around you number.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's one of the most powerful numbers in the
Yep.
world.
I love
11,
it. I
11.
love
Isn't
it.
that incredible?
Every freaking day for years.
One of the most powerful
Yeah.
numbers in the world.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, 11:11.
too,
That
yeah?
was me and my mom's thing. Like
Oh,
every
okay.
day, 11:11, 11:11.
Yes. Never
And even
fails.
when she couldn't speak anymore, I would be with her. I'd look over at the clock, 11:11, and I'd
Mhm.
look at her face. She couldn't speak,
Oh
but she'd
wow!
smile
Right.
at
Well, there you go.
11:11.
That makes total.
Yeah, it's cool.
Totally cool.
11 is a great number. 111 is a great number. 11 is a great number.
I was born on December 11th.
I was December
11 is my
9th.
number. If I get a jersey number, I play softball 11. I bet an 11 in roulette. 11 is just my overall
Right.
my favorite number for whatever reason. But
Okay,
go.
we've got to wrap it
Is it-
up.
is it that time?
It's time.
Wow.
Yes, we're like going over by 2 minutes.
I hope you guys
Amazing,
enjoyed this.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
amazing
this
show,
was
Chris.
incredible.
Thank
Chris,
you so much.
let's do a part 3. Let's
With
do
the
it.
Let me know when you're ready.
EVPs? Oh my God.
Let's
We'll
do
do
it.
EVPs.
Thanks everyone for the
Let's
questions.
We're gonna
Great
do
questions,
EVPs
guys.
on part 3 with Chris George next time. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
This is episode 26 of Disturbed and Confused, and we will see you all next week.
Thanks everyone.
Peace out.
Take care.
All right.
Wait, still on.